this one. We're starting out with this bad. Or is this a good one?
I thought this was There's a different one that sucks harder, isn't there?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I blame it on Trump.
Yeah, why not?
And Jeffrey Epstein got murdered. Those are my two things today.
I don't understand. I don't get that reference.
Do you want me to tell you because I
Jeffrey Epstein
do you want me to tell you
thing?
because I kind of looked into this yesterday and I can do it really fast?
Yes, because
Okay.
I love that joke.
Everybody on the planet, it's like all these memes and stuff, and I go, who's Jeffrey Epstein? Then I remembered, or when I looked up, I'm like, oh yeah, he's the dude in August that got taken down. He's a financial guy, super wealthy.
Okay.
He got taken down because he was sex trafficking. He had like women living in his house. It was real bad, okay?
R. Kelly?
Kind of R. Kelly.
Okay, but the white R. Kelly.
The white R. Kelly,
Oh,
yeah. He loves R&B too.
Yes.
And Jeffrey... by the way, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Is this? I'm taking Sid's mic off. Oh yeah. By the way, Sid, is it still echo?
Not as bad.
Not as bad.
No.
Sid's out and about. We'll talk to her in a minute. She's selling calendars, our nearly nude calendars.
Yeah.
Back to Jeffrey. Jeffrey goes to jail for the sex trafficking, right?
Uh-huh.
He's found in his jail cell hanging.
Okay.
Coroners come back and go, oh, dude, somebody strangled this dude.
I saw that. I saw all that.
Okay,
but I don't know why Hillary Clinton is.
See, I didn't even get that far. I don't even know what about Hillary. But then the whole thing with Jeffrey is they think somebody strangled him because he's hung around some high-powered people that he's about ready to name drop.
Oh,
that's what they were saying. Like he's gonna get a bunch of people in trouble, and then if you got money, apparently you can just murder people.
Yeah,
or in Scientology, I heard those two things.
That whole story scares the hell out of me because
of your sex trafficking thing.
Yeah, because of my sex trafficking thing, and whenever the other shoe drops, I am screwed. But
by the way, we got to say that is a joke. We have to say that because people will be like, "That is,"
or waste your resources and come to my house and see how boring and dirty it is. No, because think about that for a second. Somebody walked into that man's cell and strangled him to death and then hung him up to make him look like he killed himself. And that only happens in movies. But that happened in real life.
No, and I thought about that.
To think about that is weird to me.
I thought about that yesterday. I go, how did just cameras stop work? Like, how do they not know who did that? Or do they, you know what I mean? Who walked into his cell, strangled him? I mean, wouldn't they have a camera that walked?
Yeah, you would think so. You'd think the cameras would be everywhere in a prison.
Bill Clinton was linked to this dude's sex island.
See, that's why, like, Hillary and Bill got named, like, they're the reason that he is dead.
Somebody said Epstein is the guy that ran the pedophile island. Was that an actual
There's a pedophile island?
That all these really rich and successful people went to, and the Clintons were implicated to going to this island.
Both of them, or just Bill?
Was it pedophile, or was it just sex traffic? I mean, either or is bad, but I didn't know it was. And if it was on an island, because is there countries where that's legal? Look at all these pedophiles' ears just perked up that listen.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I didn't know, like, would that be legal on that island? I mean, it's definitely still, I'm not justifying this, and I say this is not good.
The law is a different thing. I don't know. Yes, probably.
This is not how I wanted to do the first segment.
Yeah, we had a whole other thing that was a lot of fun, and then somebody just had to drop Pedophile Island that I didn't even know was a thing until 38 seconds ago.
Oh, apparently all the women were way underage. There were cameras in the cell, or on the cell, but stopped working the moment of the incident.
Oh. Interesting. Like, yeah, we know. He probably got murdered.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I mean, if he knew that rich people did things that would not help them not be rich anymore, then he probably got murdered, and that sucks. But also, don't own and operate your own sex/pedophile island. I guess that's a good. I never have to worry about being murdered in my jail cell because I don't have a pedophile island.
Good for you.
I know.
That's a worry you don't have to have right now.
I also can't afford a pedophile island.
Nah. Yeah.
I don't want one.
No, you never want one.
But I can't afford it.
It would be nice to buy an island, to have that money, and get rid of the first word. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
switch it with something else.
Like a giraffe island.
Giraffe or candy.
Candy
no, not
island.
Candy. That sounds like
that's
pedophile
Candy Pants,
island,
yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Epstein was under constant surveillance, but both guards fell asleep.
Oh, that's interesting, too. Ooh. These are just a series of unfortunate events. Yeah. And Epstein knew it. He's like, okay, Igor is getting sleepy, and so is Igor. Both Igors are sleepy. Time to die. He's just going to hang himself. If he was going to hang himself, he's not waiting for an EMP surge to kick out the camera and both Igors to fall asleep.
What a crazy story, man. This is where I just saw that on Facebook because I have literally, when I was prepping, I have not seen anything. I knew that he got busted months ago and I read something, but I don't have CNN or anything. I don't have any news station or channels at my house. All I have is Netflix. So if it doesn't come across on this computer, I don't know it
until Netflix comes out with their own new Making a Pedophile Island documentary. Right. I'm not gonna know that and memes. I look at a lot of iFunny and they would just be like, "Did you know that in 17?" They'd have a random fact, and then at the end of it, it would say, "And Epstein didn't kill himself." Or that dude on Fox News. Did you see that clip?
I don't know.
There was
Maybe.
I doubt a dude talking about like military trained dogs, and then he's like, "You got anything else?" Well, it was great talking to you, the host, and then he was like, "Just want to say one more thing."
Where he snuck that in.
Yeah, and he's like, "If you're gonna buy a military dog, make sure that it's fully trained and it knows what it's doing, and also Epstein didn't kill himself." And
have a good day.
Bye. And then they're just like, "Thanks for your little cliff note."
I guess his island was privately owned in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It was also known as Orgy Island. Lordy.
Orgy Island is a much better name.
How long can you keep that under wraps, having an Orgy Island?
Well, I didn't know about it.
Well, I didn't either. That's what I mean. How do you not know about that? I mean, how does the word not get out?
Well, I feel
the first
like
rule of Pedophile Island?
Yeah, but maybe adding pedophile is just a whole new, a little rumor. Maybe
more often than not, minors are the ones being sex trafficked. It's awful. It's an awful thing. This whole thing is bad, and I wish he would have not. I mean, to be honest, I wish he wasn't murdered so you could find out more people that were involved, and also that he could just hang around in jail for a while.
Now, is there any evidence that it was a pedophile island, or are we just reading the text line?
I don't know.
Because, like, that stat right there, more often than not, minors are the ones being sex trafficked. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that Epstein's island was filled with trafficked kids. It just means that there are two facts here, and they could be intertwined.
To be honest, all the news that I've gotten from this is from the text line right here.
You guys could have wrote anything. He might have just been a nice shoemaker, but made Bill Clinton a bad pair of shoes once.
Yeah.
And they're just like, done.
Oh, man. I am so ungodly tired today.
Oh, yeah.
I want to bring something up.
Okay.
And I asked my wife, can I talk about this? I don't think she wants me, because she thinks that she's going to look stupid on this, and it's not her. Because she's like, you won't say my side. I don't think there is a side. I think it's going to make me look nuts on this, because I find something really, really annoying. And I wanted to talk to you to go, what's wrong with me? Like, there's got to be something in my psyche.
Yeah, you told me earlier, just a little bit, and it's not going to make Angie look stupid. Because the whole meat of this is that you're insane.
Yeah.
Not fully insane, not clinically insane, but you are crazy.
I was driving to work today, and I was questioning myself. Like, normal people would not be annoyed about this. But for some reason, I don't know if my parents didn't hug me.
Yeah.
I got last picked at kickball in elementary. There's some reason that I find this annoying.
Are we getting into it now?
You want to?
Yeah. I mean, we got 6 minutes.
So what happened? I'll make this really quick. My wife's mom not doing well. Okay? So she's dealing with all of that. And then on top of that, she's got an insane husband. half brother that is 20 years older. Okay? This is where it revolves around.
Yes.
He's just being like Gary. He's just being like a super nice guy.
Yeah. Really stepping up.
Yes.
As a stepson, maybe thinking like, I haven't been there a lot for you guys, and I could have visited more. Now I want to be involved with your last moments.
All right, so he is Gordon's kid, not Pam's. He didn't grow up in the house. She didn't watch him or anything like that. There's not really a connection there.
Yeah.
And Angie's talked to him maybe 6 times. All right, and 2 of those times being recently. He's 20 years older than Angie or something like that. And Angie, he went to a couple times to the doctor's appointments with Gordon and Pam. Okay. Angie talks to Gary. And not to her, or we'll talk to her parents and then talk to Gary to get the real information. It's really bizarre, but Angie's parents are like, she's like, I don't know if don't understand everything.
Yeah, and it's not, I don't see it as that bizarre because my parents hid everything from me, but it's almost like, it feels like your mom is spending one last time trying to protect Angie from something that she knows is going to make her sad, but then Gary's just like, I don't care if Angie's sad, she should know this stuff.
And maybe she should know that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of a thing. But my thing was, yesterday she talks to her parents for an hour or whatever. Talks to her parents for a while. And then she says, I got to call Gary because Angie told Gary to, hey, when you talk to the doctor, Gary's like, do you want the doctor to call me or you? And she's like, you just talk to the doctor and then I'll talk to you. To me, that drives me insane, and I can't get over the fact that you don't know this Gary. Gary does not really know your mom. But the doctor's talking to Gary, then Gary's talking to you instead of you just talking to the doctor. Now, listen, this makes me look like a nutcase that has no sensitivity to this situation because I'm like, this was a focus of mine where it's driving me, it's in my head going, this is annoying, this isn't weird, this is weird. Why is this happening?
That is weird.
Is it weird?
That
it's a little weird, right?
But maybe...
Yeah, I don't know. Why am I nutty on this?
Well, I have a theory on why it bothers you that
am I jealous? Is it a jealousy? Am I jealous of this Gary?
I don't think. No, you're not jealous of the Gary. What I think. Man, that just threw me for a loop. I think you feel bad.
Wait, what did I throw you for a loop?
I'm trying to figure out why she would rather want that, and I don't know if I said it off air. I know I said one thing.
No,
but I don't understand
hold on.
why she would want Gary to feed her the information when the doctor could just give her the information. I thought maybe it's because of questions, but she could ask questions to the doctor.
Now, wait a minute. This isn't what this is about. But now, do you see where my head is? But now my head, I shouldn't be worried. That should just be a thing that goes past. Okay, that's weird, and then it moves on.
Yes, that's what it should be.
That's what it should be.
It shouldn't invoke any sort of anger or emotion other than, well, that's weird. I feel like there's a better way to do this.
Somebody said, how close is Gary and Pam? They're not.
No.
They're not. And then, ooh, I don't want to say this.
Now, I think...
Somebody said I would feel the same as you, Jake. Now I'm questioning if I'm insane.
Now, I think this hits you harder and you're a little bit more involved in it because I think deep down in a subconscious, even if you haven't said it out loud, you feel bad that your job took you and Angie away from her parents who are now dying. And this Gary,
well, Gordon's that's a really harsh word, but they are there. They're going through a lot of things.
Who are in bad health.
Right. Not the dad. Not the dad so much.
Not the dad, but still they are in bad health. They're not it's pretty safe to say they don't have another 40 years.
Well, no.
And these last few years, Pam has had Angie has had weekly phone calls with her parents. And now you feel bad because Angie can't, after work, just go swing by and hang out with her parents whenever she wants.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that you were kind of saying that off air, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'd like to talk about that on the radio because that could be one. I would really have to go to a shrink because that should be. I thought about this a lot in the The car ride.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't, like, the first thing I said to you, I go, man, I got to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
Like, why would that bother me so much that she is talking? Because my thing is, she doesn't know this guy. And, like, why is he coming back? Why is he in her life all of a sudden? That's my thing. Like, you haven't been ever. You know, that's an issue to me. That's like my brother calling me all of a sudden talking about my mom, who's not his mom. I'd be like, well, who the hell are you? You haven't been here forever.
Yeah, maybe Gary is getting involved, or maybe it makes you feel bad that Gary is getting involved because he is stepping up as a stepchild.
Would you stop saying stuff? I hate that. Angie said that yesterday, and I'm like, that just is gut wrenching.
As her husband's child, he's stepping up and being there at a time when Angie can't. Does that make sense? And the reason Angie can't is because your job took her away.
Ouch! Oh, that one hurts. That one
does. Yeah, but that I think that underliningly has a lot to do with why this annoys you so much, because deep down you're a cause of some pain.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Like even if like, because you guys left over 10 or almost 10 years ago. And everything was fine then, so you didn't think about it at that point.
Well, I took her to Traverse City. It was 2 hours away from her parents.
But that's an easy drive.
Right?
That's only an extra 30 minutes than what we do to work every day.
Here, what about this? Jake, I think it's because you have no parents. She has parents here now, and she has the ability to be more involved with them. And some reason it seems like she's taking, it's harsh. Well, I don't know what the easy way out to get secondhand. I don't know what they were saying.
She's taking the easy. It's harsh to say, but she's taking the easy way out, getting the secondhand information.
Oh, rather than just talking about the doctor.
Yeah, you can get that. Makes sense. She can talk to Gary, and it doesn't seem as real. If you talk to the doctor, well, that's just real information. You can't dispute any of that. You can't say that any of that was misinformation and that it's not as bad as what it really is. But if she talks to Gary, at least in the back of her head, subconsciously, she can feel like, well, that wasn't the doctor. That's just what Gary's telling me. Gary's a lying snake.
Somebody said, Gary, no, this is another thing that really bothers me about Gary is Angie looks at Gary like he's this hero, and he's not.
Is he ripped? Can we look at him?
Sure.
I want to look at him.
He's actually, and he's a really nice guy, and he's a very good looking guy. He's balder than the day is long, but he can really pull it off. What about this? Gary hits on Jake's insecurities about leaving her family. What does that mean?
Oh, that's saying what I was saying. That Gary is. You hate Gary because Gary is really pointing out all of those insecurities that you have that you took her away from her.
Oh, okay.
Her mom
I want to say this. I don't hate Gary.
Oh, I hate Gary.
I do a little too.
I don't even know him. I haven't met a Gary I like.
I like this. Oh, you want to be Angie's hero? Oh, that's nice.
Kind of.
Yeah, I like that.
You fly out there and go to the doctor's appointments and tell her to stay home with the kids.
Gary, go home. I bought you a plane ticket. No. I thought maybe when I was driving here, I thought maybe I'm making this the subject because I've never dealt with my parents and I don't want to deal with this one, so I'm making this more annoyance to me.
Yeah.
Or is that too much of a reach?
It could be.
Tanner, do you think I'm insensitive?
I think you can be.
Shut up, you A-hat.
I think you can be insensitive if you do not fully understand you cannot fully empathize with the person's feelings.
So until I figure out what's making them tick, why they're doing that, then I can. Oh God!
But I just don't think
This is fun.
I think there are parts of you that just that don't have empathy, and it's like because she's sad. Like when somebody said, I'm going to take off for my dog dying. Let me take a day off.
You agree with me
I agreed with that. So I will. But if somebody did it, I don't think I would openly tell them that they are stupid for doing that. But I could see you telling them after they got back to work the next day, that was dumb. You should have been here.
That is not okay. I got to be a better person. That's what I'm figuring out. I don't know if Gary has a Facebook.
No, is he strictly Instagram and Snapchat?
He's probably Snapchat. I don't know. They probably got some weird.
Him and Pam have like
him and Pam.
A joint Instagram. Pam and Gary. I'd be mad.
Where's their home? Just saying, you'd buy a plane ticket. Okay, first of all, it's in Michigan, and we have bought like 3 plane tickets. So why don't you shush down? They're expensive. I got radio money.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't have Ben Affleck money.
Oh,
what now?
Well, that's a good point.
What?
I don't know why I haven't thought of that.
From that person?
No, not the one that you're upset with.
Okay.
The one a couple down that says Gary is not there for Pam. He's there for Gordon. It's his dad, and his dad is about to lose his wife of 40 years.
No, whatever. I get that. Gary's barely in Gordon's life. They don't know they know each other, and he calls once a week. He goes and sees him maybe once every few months. I get that. No, I understand what you're saying, and I thought that too.
Maybe Gary is starting to feel some guilt here. Maybe where does Gary live in
he lives like 2 hours away south.
Well, maybe Gary's starting to feel bad because now he's starting to realize, oh, okay, well, my dad and this woman who's been in my life for 40 years or whatever, they're getting older, and I could see them more often than I do.
But my argument isn't why he's at the hospital doing that. My argument is why my wife just didn't want to talk to the doctor and want to talk to a guy she doesn't know.
Dang it. It's going to make you feel bad again.
No, don't make me feel bad.
I think it's because...
Oh, no. I know exactly what you're going to say. You want me to finish it?
Sure. Maybe you'll be right.
Well, I was thinking, you're thinking maybe she gets more support or emotional support through that phone conversation.
She's going through it with somebody instead of you. She gets to go through the death of... Or the not issues. The death, but the issue of a parent with somebody who is involved
and talking about
it, and somebody who's hung up over a Gary.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation. That's what I am. I'm just done with this. I'm over this.
I don't know how to go through
it. Now that makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
That clicks. Now I feel like I can move forward. I'm glad we did this.
Or this all just stems off of how you wish you could have had sex with your mom.
Me?
Yeah.
I do find her attractive.
See, so who knows what it could be?
But we got to play these commercials, and then
we are so late.
I know we got like just a minute and a half of commercials. Then we're gonna call Sydney, see where she is.
Yep.
And why did she send this finger?
I don't know.
To our group. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, we're going to talk to Sydney where she is, where you can get these calendars. The Jake and Tanner Nearly Nude calendars. We'll do it next. was thinking yesterday, one of the best, I don't want to bring it up because I don't know where your whole family is with it and over it, but when we did that thing at KTI where you...
Yes.
Oh my God, was that so fun.
That was a lot of fun.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
The restaurant ordeal?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I ruined a couple relationships.
That's okay. I might be getting divorced now. My wife's not even texting me back. She even said today, I go, hey, can I talk about this thing on the radio? Because it's therapeutic and I want to know why I'm nuts.
Yeah.
She goes,
I'm the cheapest therapist you have.
Right. And she goes, I don't know, because it made me, and I'm like, no, it makes me look nuts, like I'm crazy. And then she goes, whatever. So I took that as, okay.
Yeah.
But now if I reread that whatever was probably like, do it. I bet you won't do it.
Yeah, I think it was more of an annoyed whatever. I think that's the whatever of, it doesn't matter what my next 5 texts say. You're going to talk about it the first break.
It wasn't bad, though. I even asked you right when I got off the air. I go, that didn't make my wife look... Because I think it made me look crazy because I wanted to know what the whole thing was.
No, at no point does it make Angie look stupid. I don't think Angie knows why she's talking to Gary.
Because I asked her, and I don't want to go through this whole thing again, but when I asked her yesterday, I go, can you answer that question? She goes, why do you care so much? And I go, but could you answer that? She goes, why do you care? What does it matter? Yeah. So I don't think you're right. I don't think she could answer, but now I feel like we figured it out. I
don't think she knew why talking to Gary brought her comfort.
Yeah. Oh, you saying that just drives me nuts. It does.
But it does, and that's good. It's good for her. If she's getting comfort in a time that really, really sucks, then
Gary, by the way, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he mows half the lawn sometimes.
I think I threw that at her yesterday. I just told her, why don't Gary go mow the other half of your dad's lawn?
Being petty is fun.
And it's weird because in my family, I've never had a Gary. I've never had a nice person in my family.
Yeah.
They just, well, I don't know, maybe, but they're all dead.
Yeah. Yeah, where did nice get them? Right to the scene of a plane crash. That's where it got them.
Oh, man. That's true. My dad's whole side just went down in a plane crash. Speaking of me trying, I need to be unless you wanted to go on that one thing that you're like, we shouldn't probably talk about on the radio. Nope. But it'd be really fun.
Yeah, it would be really fun for us in this moment until about 9 o'clock. And then everything sucks for a long time again. So I don't want to...
Oh, no. Will you tell me off air?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, can I just play the elevator music and you tell me for like 4 minutes? and then you get my reaction?
I like how the option of playing Halsley's Graveyard wasn't even on the table. We're not going to give you music you want to hear. We want to give you music that you're only going to hear and wonder, what the hell are they talking about?
I gotta find this song because it is the worst pile of crap. I was going to stop the song in the middle of it. When I was here today, and I went, this is really, really bad.
Which one is it?
Is it this one? Let me drag it over really quick. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the one where... Hey,
no. I think I like that one. No. That one's really cool.
Lizzo makes some songs.
Was it this one?
That's probably it. Sweetie...
I can't.
Oh no, this is great.
Is it? Maybe this was. I was on. This might be it.
Yeah, there's no substance or any kind of good lyrics. It's not even catchy. Well, that beat in the background is catchy.
Yeah, because I think we know all these ones, right? Like if I heard these, I'd be like,
Halsey, Beautiful People, Kesha Raising Hell.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
I thought, and I was going to stop it and go, I just can't do that anymore.
It's only 2 minutes long. No,
do you know what song I really like here?
Pop that?
Is that in rotation?
Oh, I hope so, but it's not.
No, it's, what's that? What is that? What is that? No, I think that's the name of the band, right? What is that? What they say. No, that ain't it.
Are you having a stroke? Do you smell almonds? What is happening?
No, you know the song.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe, but not with the information you have given me.
The name of the band is Who Day That. No, the name of the band, man. It's Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's what they say. It's what they say. And it's
somebody drink enough Ovaltine to get whatever decoder ring I need to figure out what Jake's trying to say.
I think Joe always puts it in the 10 o'clock. All right, so I'm going to go down to the 10 really quick. Okay. This is great radio.
This is a fantastic radio.
Okay, let me see here.
Oh, where is she at?
Who?
Sydney.
More? Explain who's Sydney?
She's the
blonde?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah, where is she? Let's call her really quick. She probably knows this song that I'm talking about.
Damn it. Flagstone. She's at Flagstone in Appleton. Just type in Flagstone. Go get your nearly nude calendar.
Yeah, we're really bad at this.
Like, we can't even tell. There's a bit we came up with and we can't even sell it. Damn it! You know what? You damn listeners. We have people around PDs and VPs around the country looking at that calendar and showing it to their morning shows and saying, this is a great idea. And look at what this piss poor morning show in Appleton is doing, and you guys should do stuff like this. And the listeners here are not appreciating it with their pocketbooks.
I'm always curious if you guys have to listen to every song you play on the air. We don't really play music.
Yeah,
so we don't that's why we don't. Oh my God, Sydney, just call me.
My God.
Well, don't call my phone.
She's listening to a different show.
All right, I would be.
She's got Afterbirth and Hot Wings on.
Oh my God, I was listening to them today, and I think that's probably her. Hi, Sydney.
Hi.
Hey, first of all, what song am I talking about? Do you remember that What They Say?
What They Say.
No, that's not it. The name of the band is What They Say. What is it? This is it! I just found it! Oh. Hold on, it's this song that I really like.
Oh, this... Yeah. Hey, this is a me type of song.
It is. It's kind of like I Hate My Dad.
Yeah, why is this band and song only prepositions? What am I? Why don't we? Those aren't sentences.
All right, anyway. Sydney, where are you at?
I'm at the Flagstone Bar and Grill. They're having breakfast right now.
Is anybody there to get calendars yet?
No.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Well, we haven't said any of it on the air yet.
Listen, we got to get rid of these calendars. By the way, we low-jacked Sydney, so you cannot take her.
I mean, you can.
Well, we'll know where you are, though.
I forgot the password.
Oh, you did?
I also have JTX t-shirts.
You have what?
I have the JTX t-shirts. I stole them.
Do you have a price on those?
Yeah, $20.
20? Nobody's going to buy those.
Did you just make that up? Did anybody give you a number on that?
Well, Joe said you can take them, and I said, how much do you want me to sell them for? And he was like, I don't know, $20.
I wouldn't buy a shirt for $20.
No. Have you seen? For some reason, my photo. You look great.
Oh, no, Angie said, why did you make his face rounder? I go, I didn't make it.
Nobody did. That's how round it is when you don't put a neck or a hat on it. That's just what life is for me. No, I have mutton chops and a weird pencil-thin Antonio Banderas mustache. And I don't know why that lighting and effect did that to me, but that's what it is.
They're the world's ugliest T-shirts, and you should get one for, things you could do with it. If you lost your gas cap, you could plug your, use it as a cap.
If you ever get in like a towel snapping contest, but you forgot your towel, just grab that, dip it in some water, and flip away.
A lot of accidents happening on 41, and if you get stuck and you got to go caca, you can use it. Yeah. You don't have anything to use.
My wife just said last night, why did you guys use toilet paper to print your shirts on? These are the thinnest piles of garbage I've ever seen.
And for $20, you can get your hands on one today.
Don't get it wet. Don't get it too dry.
Yeah, they came in. I remember when they came into the meeting, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys like the shirts? Because if you don't, there's nothing we can do." And I go, "Love them." We didn't have any say.
I remember them pulling it up in that meeting, and then I laughed for about 10 minutes, and then I stood up and I pointed out how ugly the shirts were, and especially me.
Well, I'm pretty ugly too. I like how they made.
Yours are fine. No, like, you look like just a whiter version of you, which is weird.
One mustache. Yeah, it's just I don't have no other hair. It's they just made us have mustaches.
Yeah, for some reason it went on mine because you can see how it looks like.
Yeah.
Whatever this puby thing that I have going on my face, it's much thicker on the t-shirt and only stops like right there. I have mutton chops on this shirt.
These are going to go fast.
This is before when we had the ugly T-shirts at KTI. That was just a train wreck. Those were ugly T-shirts, but man, at least they had a purpose. They had our logo on it,
right,
and everything like that. These are just like Jake and Tanner experience. No logos and ugly faces. Take it.
If you wanted to really sell some stuff, you should have grabbed some Rick and Len or Free Beer and Hot Wing stuff, and then sold that out of the trunk of your car.
Yeah, sold like a can koozie for $20, and they got a free shirt with it.
Yeah, why don't you probably take a nap, Sid? No, I mean, ain't nobody going to show up to Flagstone.
No, they will show up to Flagstone right now. They're in Appleton. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've never taught you.
We never really talked to you.
Well, we've never taught you how to do a remote before, and that's pretty much what you're doing is a remote.
That's fun. Give me the remote bed.
Yeah, you need to do a remote. Hold on. Okay, real quick. While Jake finds the remote bed, go to Heather Storm's thing. It's on there.
Heather Storm.
While Jake is doing that, this is what you have to do. It's going to say, Kiss FM is everywhere. And then you're going to go, hey, it's Sydney from the Jake and Tanner Show. I'm here at Flagstone in Appleton. Say where you are, what you're doing.
It's a lot of the what, when, where, and whys.
Yes.
Okay?
What, when, where, and why. You got to do it
Remember
fast.
that.
Under a minute.
All right.
Hi, this is Sydney. I'm at Flagstone Bar and Grill. I'm selling T-shirts from the Jake and Tanner Experience, but mainly calendars for $20. Wow.
Okay, I got to bet out. Yeah. I think I got to bet out, don't I?
No.
Oh no.
You're just supposed to fire into a spot.
You have a minute to fill, Sid.
And here's two criticisms. One, you didn't say that you're Sydney from the Jake and Tanner Show. Always worry about branding. And two, you just said calendars. You didn't say nearly nude or our calendars.
Yeah, like why are you just selling calendar? They got that on their phone.
Yeah, you said the Jake and Tanner
also
Experience.
You just said Sydney.
Yeah, you're just like I'm Sydney, and I got T-shirts and calendars.
We'll try this again. Here we go. Hi, here we go.
Hi, my name is Sydney from the Jake and Tanner Show, and
You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. You should do the Jake and Tanner Show first. Hey, it's Jake and Tanner Show. They're great. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Say more compliments about us.
Well, yeah.
Okay. The Jake and Tanner Show. Wow, so good. What good radio. Hi, I'm Sydney.
I didn't believe anything.
No, hold on. She was doing so good, except right after you end up going, the Jake and Tanner Show is so good, those live testimonials that you got for real, you have to say, and I'm Sydney from the Jake and Tanner Show.
Yeah.
Try to say the Jake and Tanner Show.
Say it as many times. If you learn anything from Murphy, you just got to say your name like 150 times in one sentence.
Yes, but it still has to be like intelligible. Like it still has to have some sort of meaning to it. So,
you know what would be really good is if you say, hey, you listen to the Jake and Tanner Show, right? And then act like somebody's there and just do a different voice.
Like, yeah. Haven't you ever wanted to see them nude? Here's their calendars.
Perfect.
The Jake and Tanner Show is, hi, I'm Sydney from the Jake and Tanner Show.
Keep going! What are you selling?
I'm at the Flagstone Bar and Grill. We're selling nearly nude calendars. If you ever wanted to see Jake and Tanner almost naked, everything except their nipples.
No nipples are shown.
Right? There are some nipples in there. There's no wieners.
Yeah, the tippity tops are not.
You just have to hunt for them.
What got to hunt for them?
What do you mean you got to hunt for them?
What do you got? What do you mean?
I like this one. Hey, I hear you selling calendars at some place with a stone. Are they bird calendars?
No, God.
Yeah, it's by the way, it's cash only for these calendars.
Yeah, it's Flagstone.
Sydney, you know how. We gotta let you go. I just had to hang up on Sydney.
Yeah, she can handle it.
She can handle it. Go find her. She's somewhere in Appleton.
Yeah, she's at
Kidding.
She's in. That should have. But she's at the Flagstone in Appleton selling nearly nude calendars for $20 a piece. She also has Jake and Tanner Experience T-shirts. Those are garbage. Don't buy them.
Yeah, and they're $20.
If you're gonna buy a T-shirt, buy two calendars instead.
Yeah, I would do that. They're great for stocking stuffers. Yeah, that's not true.
No, it's not.
So I heard a lot of people are buying them for white elephant gifts.
I heard a lot of people are buying them as motivation for the gym.
I don't want to look like that. All right, Jake and Tanner show. Go find Sydney. Flagstone, Appleton. Well. You're listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. 866-916-0959 if you ever want to get a hold of us. Or you can text us 71090. Stewart Pest Control text line. I am one of the hosts of the show. My name is Jake, and my jeans are too short. And I like these jeans, but I bought them just a hair. They're 32, but look when I sit.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fine. But you're also sitting on a chair where your legs are sitting forward. Stand up.
But they're all right. So when I stand up, but when I walk, they're like they kick.
I think that's fine.
I've got a lot of
As
issues.
Bert would say, you should have, our camera's all stuck. You should have a little bit more stack on yours. Don't know exactly what that means.
I do need a little more stack. Wait, What is this?
I think you got to hit auto.
It's funny. Sydney's like, man, didn't you do this for a while? And then you just completely went out of your head with the cameras, like, because I didn't know how to work it.
Yeah.
And it did. Like, literally, I forgot how to use that whole computer system over there with the cameras.
Yeah.
Who do you think this is, 3430 or Sydney?
It can't be Sydney.
Hi, who's this?
Well, you just said my name, so I thought I'd call in.
Yeah.
3430.
What's up? Did you buy a calendar?
I was just going to stop in and say hi because you told me to be there so I could help the sales calendar.
Oh, you're gonna stop to see Sydney?
There's 3430 trying to set up his own meet and greets again.
Hey, my next question, Tanner, do you know any other grown men that curl up their feet under their butt and sit on their office chair while they're working?
Yeah, I do that.
I don't, and it is fun because Jake kind of sits in his chair like he's a divorced mom drinking coffee in the morning and looking at her bills and trying to figure out how many extra dances she's going to have to do to make it this month.
This has been fun. Colton said that too, like, because I'll do this. I'll sit sometimes like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you seem like you're 19 in like in a 38-year-old's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got bendy knees.
Yeah, my knees hurt just looking at that.
Try doing it.
I can't.
Just do it. Just jump up and do it. You don't trust your knees.
I don't trust my knees.
What if I hear a snap?
At all. Remember yesterday, I picked up my knee like this. Like right now, my knee hurts. Still from the stupid Mexico incident when I think I was jumped.
Oh, yeah. No, there was definitely. They came out of the woodwork.
Yeah, it was weird. I got attacked by sea turtles.
Tanner was. So I would do it like this.
You jump on?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're like a gymnast.
Yeah, I know. It's my Lunsky legs.
Nope, that already hurts.
Really?
That hurts so bad.
I don't know.
I got it. Don't worry.
A little body.
And then you sit down?
Yeah.
Like on the backs of your feet?
Do you know women drive like this? I know a woman who will crisscross applesauce, set cruise, and have her legs up on her seat.
I feel like my tendons are all about to snap.
You're not comfy?
No.
We could say it like this. I feel like this is how our ancestors sat when they did a radio show way back when. This is
ancestors.
It's DNA. It's caveman style.
I didn't. That's insane to me. But I know the one where they sit under like their left foot. Maybe. Like when they're driving, like ladies.
Did we do that? I feel like we talked about this at KTI or something.
At IXX, I know we definitely did. But yeah, we should just only talk about horrible driving habits that you have, because I watched an entire stand-up routine today on my way to work.
That's really bad. Edward Norton would frown upon that because he was talking about that on Joe Rogan's podcast, that he will lift up when he's driving his motorcycle. He'll lift up his mask, and he used to get angry. And now he says anger doesn't work, so he just does this. Please don't text. Please, you're going to kill me. I'm on a motorcycle.
Yeah. You ride a bike, go on a motorcycle, and go through a populous area, and you will never feel like you're closer to death.
He was talking about being in California and they're driving those roads. Everybody's texting, and there's so many people.
Yes.
He says it's unbelievable.
And in California, you're allowed to, it's called lane splitting. So like
you can on a bike?
Yeah, in California it's legal.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But people are insane. And if you go online and just watch like lane splitting fails or something because of people on their phones or phones versus bikes or something like that, it'll just be people either opening their door for no reason or turning. And my favorite thing that motorcyclists do is they get up to a car and then they punch the mirror. They punch somebody's mirror.
Just to rip it right off. And
then they leave.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? You can't catch them?
You'll never catch them.
Hey, would you ever get it? Do you have this? Do you have a dashboard cam? Would you ever want one of those?
I really want one.
Just because of why?
Just in case something happens.
And then you're going to like, well, it's his word. I have it here.
I have the camera. Like if I get if I rear end somebody and then they decide, I'm going to come to court and I'm going to have a neck brace and knee stuff. Well, I want footage of them running around yelling.
There was, speaking of these vehicles, that other show that we listen to every once in a while, one of their people on there said that she just bought a car, and this blew my mind, and it shouldn't have, but it did, where she said that there was an album, just the whole album was downloaded on the hard drive there. And I go, I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time following what you're saying.
She said that there was a whole album that was just downloaded to the car when she bought it.
What car?
I don't know. Her car. I don't know. But here's my thing. Can you do that? Can you just download albums to your car?
I had no idea. I honestly had no clue.
Okay, because I
know they have USB ports, but I didn't think they have a memory that the computer inside the car
it must have been like a a hard drive or something in her vehicle, and that blew my mind because I still have crank windows on my Toyota.
I think you can't. I mean, you could put in a hard drive. Because like,
do the new cars do that?
Well, my truck has an aux cable, an SD slot for some reason. Like I want to edit.
Well, somebody
photos.
said just driving. Yes, you can put a memory card in a lot of the cars.
Yeah, like or a USB drive, and then you can read it.
But what is she? She's talking about she bought it and there was the whole Adele album on it.
Did she get like a Tesla? Like what did she?
I don't know.
Because no car that I've ever had or seen has a hard drive big enough, or maybe they do, and I just don't know. I've never thought about treating my car like it's an MP3 player.
If you are driving a new vehicle, can you call and tell us something that blew your mind about it? Like, I know you probably have a lot of these. I sat in your...
happened.
What do you got?
Remember, it was my automatic brights, where it senses lights coming ahead of you.
And it dims?
And it dims and does your brights for you.
Oh, is that what Sydney was always griping about that her vehicle doesn't have?
Maybe.
Because I'm like, I have to turn my lights on always.
Oh, no. You need to like turn your lights on.
Yeah, mine.
Like when you start the car.
Right.
The Journey does that too. I don't know why, because if I leave the lights on, they turn themselves off and they don't kill the battery. So why not just make them automatic?
Hi, who's this?
It's your only listener.
Well, that's true.
Hey,
Mom?
So I have a new-ish car, and what blows me away and kind of makes things fucker is you set the cruise in the car, and the car will brake according to traffic. You set the distance for traffic.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You set it for 73.
And distance.
If you are coming up to a car, it slows down.
Yes, it'll come to a stop without you touching the damn thing.
Yeah, is you're the ones where it will...
that is wild.
Where it'll match the car in front of you?
Exactly. It scares the living hell out of me because you're trusting the computer in the car to brake for you.
Is that a Tesla? Or is that just normal cars?
No, it's
an Audi A6.
An Audi? What the hell do you do for a living?
I sent you pictures of the car, Tanner. Stop judging me.
Yeah, it's a nice car. I thought you were a drug dealer. Are you a drug dealer?
3430. The least you could do is pay off my wife's student loan. We only owe $1,500 on it.
Your wife is so incredibly nice. I would do that for her.
Oh, thank you.
No, that's not fair. I don't like this.
Love you guys.
I still, you know what? I took over bills. Did I tell you that? I've 100% taken over bills and budgeting in my house.
Sure.
And we are crushing it. Day 2 of getting paid. Just killing it. I am a financial advisor now.
Yeah. You like to mansplain a lot to her. Why were you doing it this way? Why don't you use Excel?
Well, I said this. I don't use Excel either. I use a honey-do list. It's a list. I write everything down on it, and I sit with my computer and my pen and paper.
It's
and
annoying.
I cross things off, and I hate it.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, it was kind of fun because, like, for me, it's like, well, we're paying this now, and like I figured. Because we have 2 loans on our house.
Okay.
We have the regular loan, and then we got
PMI?
the down payment loan or whatever.
Oh, that's what it is.
So
I don't know what
we're starting to do half truck payment, half house payment every 2 weeks.
Okay. And
one of our loans is only $33. Well, I'm not cutting that in half. So now, instead of 10 years on that, I'm going to be able to plow down that $10,000 loan in like 4 years, 5 years.
It is fun to get loans. It sucks to pay them back.
Yeah, especially when I looked at. Do you know how much I owe on the Journey?
Yeah, I think you just told me.
I just found out the real number. I thought it was like $7,000, close to $8,000. No, it's $9,000.
Well, I owe over that on my. No, I think I owe that on my Tacoma.
But your Tacoma's worth that. Mine, I had one dealership say $2,500 and another dealership say, I don't want it.
They go, we don't need this. It's like a box TV. You just can't get rid of those things.
I could put that thing on the side of the road and say free, and it would take 2 or 3 days before somebody would take it as a joke.
Yeah, man. My we just got that stupid furnace loan paid off. I think I told you about that. So if you're on Mercedes Drive in my old house, you're welcome, because I've been paying that furnace for the last 5 years. There was 0% interest, so I had no
reason to pay it off.
No reason to just keep paying it.
But then somebody else just bought that house too, didn't they?
I know it was for sale. My God, it made me so jealous how wonderful they made that look.
They made that entire job. You know what made me happy a little bit?
What's that?
Is that when you showed me what they did to that house, they had painted one accent wall blue.
Yeah.
But it was in the part where it's super vaulted ceilings.
Yeah.
And I know that took them a while and they hated doing it. So I was happy that they hated something on your behalf.
Thank you. Because when I saw that, I went, that's exactly what we wanted to do to that house. And they did it. Mm-hmm. I think they're house flippers. I think that's what they do because they went in there and they went, wow, this is really outdated. We could
throw $10,000 in it and make an extra $80,000.
So here's my loans. Let me tell you where my life is.
Okay.
I got my truck and I got my car.
Okay.
And we also have the student loan of my wife's.
Yep.
That we went on Dave Ramsey years ago, and we were paying that thing right down. Then we went on one vacation, and Dave Ramsey went out the window.
Vacations ruin
every kind of budgeting,
everything.
And so anyway, we're really low on that, and that's it. Oh, then I got very, very tiny. I should just pay off the credit card. I could probably do that.
Yeah,
but that's 0% interest right now.
We have the credit card, which isn't as high as it has been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a credit card balance, though. You want to know why we have a credit card balance? Because when I wrote the check after we paid off the house and got all that money back for it to Chase to pay off the credit card, I am not allowed to see the balance on it because Kayla is the owner of the account.
Sure.
And I'm just an authorized user. So on the credit card, so I couldn't see the balance and they also wouldn't tell me. So when I paid it off, I had missed a few pending purchases on it.
And then they popped that. Then they gave you fees?
No. What happened was I had it all paid off, and then like $200 or $300 got put on. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just pay that off eventually. And then like Kayla lost a few hours at work.
You had to put something on there.
Had to put something on there, an emergency, and then it just builds up again. Credit cards are dumb, and if you don't need them, don't get them.
You know what?
Don't buy things you don't have.
I am not a fan. We haven't had credit cards in years. And one of the reasons I bought one is because we were going to Mexico. Or not bought one. The one I got one is because we were going to Mexico. And I'm like, well, I'd rather just put it on the credit card than do my debit card anywhere. And then just pay off the credit card. Because then if there's any kind of... They just take care of it. The money's...
It's super simple for a credit card company to say, that wasn't your purchase? Okay, you don't worry about it.
Right.
They just wipe it off.
So, well,
That's
anyway...
the only reason why we had a credit card is for hotels, by the way.
Which, by the way, that just happened when I was down in Tennessee. I had to call the bank because there was like a $25 charge, and I did not do it. Ooh. And Tim got the exact same charge, and we must have used it at the same place. Anyway, Tennessee vacation put on... like $1,800 on that thing because we were living like Lindsay Lohan. The drug. Love it. No, we were just buying whatever we wanted because when you're in that moment of vacationing, you don't. The last thing I want to think about is going, do we have enough money to get that? I just want to buy the meals. I want to go. Yes, we're going to go to a restaurant. Yeah, my kids want that. Yeah, we're on vacation.
Yeah, that's my downfall on vacation as well. Is that I've always said. I don't say no on vacation. You're on vacation. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say no. If I'm in the Dells and my kid looks at that Wizard Quest thing and it's $30 an hour to do it, here's $30.
So that's what happened. I had this amount of money budgeted and we're like, hey, we're never going to go over this amount. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and we'll just pay it back we'll just pay off the credit card when we get home.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Angie, why would you buy all these beers at this restaurant for me?
My God. Why couldn't you drink water? Tap water.
It makes me really... I know we got to get out of here, but it makes me really sad thinking that can be celebrities' lives. They can just do that. You know what I mean? They make a movie a year, then they can just go vacation like that. We get to do it twice a year, or 2 weeks a year.
Yeah, every week.
Or 3 weeks, I can't remember.
Yeah, but are you going anywhere over your Christmas vacation? Probably not. Yeah, neither am I. I'm just staying home.
I think I'm going to go to a hill to go tubing.
I might go to the Dells. I'd like to go to the Dells, maybe alone.
I scratched the Badlands.
You getting rid of it now?
We just got things we got to do. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Sydney,
let's talk about that next.
Is she at Stone Toad?
No, she's at Flagstone.
Yes, Sydney is at Flagstone right now for a little bit in Appleton selling the nearly nude calendars.
Yeah.
She's going to be there for, I don't know, until...
a couple more minutes.
Yeah. So go if you want one of those calendars. They're going fast.
Yeah, they're really getting out of there.
It's a Jake and Tanner show. Bring cash. Let's say this really quick. Let's talk to Sid just for a second. Yeah. Oh god, that's really loud. Sorry. Sydney, call us. I can never.
Yeah, just Sydney, call.
That'd be really great if you could.
Can I gripe about Jewel?
I want you to. Are you talking about the singer?
No.
Oh.
Jewel with 2 U's and an L.
Dang it.
The vaping.
I like when you get on your rants about Jewel and her teeth.
I know.
I thought that's what we do on this segment.
I'll get there eventually.
Okay. Maybe we can. Maybe you can segue into that at the very end.
I can.
Okay.
So, lawmakers. I sat and I explained this to my daughter last night, and Kayla's like, "You just complained about nicotine addiction to your 3-year-old. I hope you."
Well, she needs to learn.
And I was like, "Well, she needs to know that the lawmakers, or as I call it, the bad men, are stupid." So I hopped on there because I'm in this weird budgeting kick. Like, we need to save more money. Like, this is I'm over.
So funny because I will do that. I will do what you just said. I will literally call Angie and go, I'm taking over. This is how we're budgeting now.
Yeah.
And we're going to follow this. This is how much fun money we have. We can do that. And then if we go over, it's bad news. But we shouldn't be going over at all. And then after a few weeks, we just start buying hats again.
Yeah. I saved. We went grocery shopping at the Pig yesterday.
That's expensive.
We only did the deals.
Why don't you Aldi it up, man?
That
saved us. Aldi saved us about $50 to $75.
So we did do Aldi, but what my wife does is she gets the flyers for all of the places where we can get food.
Oh, she's a couponist?
Not coupons, but she just cross-references the sales.
Okay.
So, like, if Aldi has this, well, look at the Pig's deal. Oh, well, the Pig's a little bit cheaper. Walmart's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, but my thing is, but won't they have? So you go to. It makes sense in your family. That's fine, but it's not making sense in my head. So if you got a couple of these things at Walmart, but the more stuff you buy at Walmart may not just those two things are on sale, but maybe the other things.
No. We'll go to 4 or 5 stores.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, we'll do 4 or 5. If to save money, we will go to multiple grocery stores.
Aldi, Costco. Those are our two jams right there.
So this set of 2 weeks,
okay,
we give ourselves $200 every 2 weeks, $100 a week for groceries.
Wow,
that's fair.
Because we're at 100 and we try doing 150
a week.
We got an extra kid
pay
though.
Period.
1 week.
Okay.
We do 150 a week. So, but we got an extra kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we do for.
Wow, that's really good. If you can do $100 a week.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So I told Kayla, I was like, we went to the Pig. It was originally $100 worth of stuff. Ran our store card, came down to $63.
Nice.
So, and that's with no coupons. And then we ran that, and I said, okay, here's $63. You have $137, and she did the Walmart pickup app or whatever. So she went through and she got it, and we got a whole mess load of groceries, and it's all under budget, and I was very happy.
Awesome.
I also don't remember where this story started. Jewel Pods, that's where it started.
We're right around. When we do it, it's always ends up being like one. Well, actually, it's more now that I'm thinking about it because we buy the Aldi, and then we jump over to Costco and buy a few things like our LaCroix habit.
Yeah.
So we're probably a couple hundred a week now that I'm thinking about it, because we do 150 to 170 probably an Aldi.
On Aldi, okay.
But man, when we were just doing Costco, it was not. It was great because you buy everything in bulk. But man, was it expensive?
Yeah.
I mean,
Costco is not built for a family of even 4. It's just not.
Then we were like, well, maybe we should go to Walmart. But I'm like, I like my meat dated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we tried Aldi, and it was really confusing at first. Not confusing, but it didn't feel right because it was so tiny. You got to get used to them only having, okay, this is my option right here, or they don't have it.
Yeah, you have to also get past that stigma of Aldi is garbage food because it's cheaper.
That was a thing that was
but all these people shop here, so they're all fat, so I don't want to eat here.
That's funny. That is really a stigma that I had. I thought people were going to think that I don't have money, or not that I cared that much, but it was a weird thing. Like, this is where
like it's just a status thing where it's like, I don't want to shop here because I look bad on people.
But I feel like Aldi's kind of taken over lately.
They've gotten a lot better than
you
when
got
I
your
was
coin
younger.
purse. I got a coin purse where I keep my quarter for my card.
You can put a key in there, by the way.
You can.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then use it. No quarters.
Do you know what I've learned? What? I know a trick where you can put the quarter in and you take the quarter back out, so you can leave the card out in the parking lot.
Hell yeah!
That's right.
I mean, that's the worst thing that you've ever you just spent time to figure that out. But I mean, good for you, man. That's good on you. You did it.
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with me? There's a lot of things wrong with me. Anyway, Jewel, let's go.
Back to stupid lawmakers and their stupid, this weird war on vaping that they've invented. So a few people died from this popcorn layer or whatever, blah 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 blah.
From the Juul is the, if you don't know what Juul is, it's an electronic cigarette.
Yes.
Or wait, right?
Yes.
It's vaping.
Yeah, it's vaping. But what people didn't say is, oh well, they got those from they were aftermarket. People were filling them with their own stuff. They bought them online. That it wasn't Juul certified pods or whatever that they were using, and that's what got them sick.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so
see, nobody knows those things.
I thought they bought it behind the counter.
No.
Then their lung exploded or whatever after they used it.
No. These are people doing things. So I was like, I'm not worried about it. Whatever. So, but then Michigan has gotten rid of all flavored vapes. All of them. If it is flavored something that's not tobacco
or pot,
it is gone.
Okay.
I think it's a dumb decision. Their thing is, well, if you make it flavorful, then kids are going to want to do it. Kids are going to do it either way. Cigarettes always taste like garbage. Guess what I did? I smoked cigarettes.
But by the way, if you are a kid and you're 15 and you're vaping, you look like a douche.
Yeah, you're an idiot and don't do it. Vaping was supposed to be a better alternative to smoking, and that's why I did it, and it helps me quit. I'm on my process of quitting. I have to wean myself off. I'm not very good at
this. Is year number 6?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder, can you...
I quit
for
3 years. I quit vaping and all tobacco for 3 years.
You did?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Was that at KTI?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
I was on zero.
Oh,
I went
yeah, because you started, and that was weird, because then you started having smoke breaks, maybe. Or did you start it here?
I quit, and then I was on zero nicotine vaping. I was only using it for the habit. And then I just stopped bringing that to work, and then eventually I just stopped. And then life happens again, and you find out that when you quit smoking, all you want to do is smoke.
Do you know when we went to... It really surprised me when we went to morning show boot camp how many people smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the show that we like,
yeah,
I think like 4 of them were smoking
pretty
or
much
something.
all of them. Yeah.
That was so mind-blowing to me. It was weird because I guess I don't hang around a ton of people, and you're the only one I hang around with that smokes. Why is it this? Why is it so much trouble for you to quit, but for me, and I'm not saying I'm better, but I'm just saying why did I break the habit?
I think it's just a more addicting personality. My wife smoked for years, and then one day just didn't.
Is she not smoking anymore?
No, she hasn't smoked
Wait a minute.
in 5 years.
Is it hard, though, because maybe some of your family does it and you hang around?
No, I'm the only one. I mean, my dad smokes, but when I had quit smoking, I still saw them, and I never wanted.
Yeah,
because
I got a pretty addicting personality too, and smoking is so fun.
See,
I mean,
and how long has it been since you quit?
No. It is really bad. It is an awful thing for you.
It is a disgusting habit.
It's really addicting, and it
really is
expensive. But I enjoy doing it. But I'm glad that I don't anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is weird to me that because it seems like if you have the type of personality that is an addictive personality, but if you just didn't want to do it, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah. I wish I could just.
So there probably
could do that.
There's probably a thing. I think you can, but I think there's a part of you that goes, I don't want to right now.
That is also it. I'm not ready to quit. I'm not ready to quit smoking yet. You can't quit something. It's the same way with weight loss. You can't go to the gym and lose a bunch of weight and get super healthy unless you want to. And you can't quit smoking or quit drinking or do anything unless you want to. You have to want to do something because your brain is stupid. It knows that it's bad for you. But if you still like doing it,
winter might be able to be good for you, Loeb, just because you have to go outside because you don't smoke in your house. I doubt.
No.
Man, remember when that was okay? Like I remember my dad having these ashtrays that were fun and festive ashtrays. Christmas, he had a Christmas ashtray that he would just ash in, just smoking in the living room.
My parents stopped smoking in the house when my mom got pregnant with my sister, so I never saw people who smoked in their house. Until I started smoking in my house when I was younger.
I think I did too when there was no kids.
Without kids,
yeah.
It's just like I got an ashtray and I'll smoke next to the patio door that's cracked open.
Wait, I want to know if this is a new listener really quick. 7518, you just text in. Are you a new listener? Can you expand that?
7518?
Yeah, it's the very top one.
You guys drive me crazy this morning listening to your bickering.
But it's
growing on me.
So I wonder if that's a new listener. JT show, question mark. You guys drive me crazy in the morning listening to all this bickering, but it's growing on me.
Yeah, that's where we get you. It's okay. You'll get into it. It's like listening to a fight on the other side of a door. You don't like it, but you're there. No, so yeah, if you want to, I love smoking cigarettes. I still do. It's really bad for you and you shouldn't do it. I think I've made some of my closest friends and connections with people over a cigarette outside because that's all you guys have to do. That's why I actually quit smoking and then I got my internship at IXX and I said, I was like, I'm never going to smoke again because this is what I want to do. And if I can get this job, then I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to be the dude who smokes because it's a dying breed. And then Tommy Fox, my first day, went outside and had a cigarette. And I was like, I'll join you.
You know,
and that's how you make connections with people. Or at least that's how I learned to make connections.
Oh, and it's very true. Because then you're out there. Then you're both have this weird connection. You're both outside, and you're there. What else are you gonna do? Just stare at a wall? You're gonna talk to each other.
Yeah,
especially getting into the business.
Yeah.
I think it is an age thing too. I think if you're older, I think that's a thing that you possibly may do because maybe when you were younger, it was okay. Like your dads, they didn't know any. They were just smoking in grocery stores. And I mean, I don't know if it was at that time, and I also think if you're young, you do it because at a point you're invincible. So I think when you're young and if you start, it's a lot harder to break the habit, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I don't think when you're young, you think about that. That this could possibly.
No, you don't think that this is cancer and I will die.
I also look at Gordon. Gordon's 81 years old. He smoked for 50 some years. He recently quit.
Yeah.
But he has no problems.
Yeah. There was
I'm not saying to do it.
No,
by no means.
It all depends on the person. It really does. There was a woman who worked at our school. She was 138 years old. She smoked probably a pack of cigarettes during school hours.
Mm-hmm, right in the library.
And when she
Ashing
died,
on poor Johnny's head.
Yeah, and when she died, her family said the doctors did not believe us when we said how much she smoked because during her autopsy, her lungs were clean.
Hey, real quick, you know who's not going to judge smokers? Verve. Verve's a credit union. VerveACU.com. Man, they're an amazing. They helped you a ton.
I literally Verve just helped me again yesterday. We had a credit card at a different bank.
Okay.
And I called Verve and I said, what's my, because I have a credit card that has a zero balance. What's my interest rate on that? And she was like, it's remarkably low. And I was like, okay, then I need to do a balance transfer. What I don't think people understand is once you get a credit card, they have this thing called an interest rate. And they're stupidly high, but not at Verve. Verve's interest rates for the credit cards are actually reasonable. And I have I got my car loans there. Guess what their interest rates are? Awesome! They lowered my interest rates so much just by moving my car there. And they said, don't pay me for 90 days. Do you know how much money you can save just by going from a different financial institution to moving to Verve?
Christmas right around the corner, too. So VerveACU.com. Also, Urban Air Adventure Park opening in the coming weeks. Follow and like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventure coming to Appleton. Why is Sydney out? Why is she out and about? Why is she driving around Appleton, Oshkosh, Green Bay? Well, we'll tell you next. Also have $20 on you. Hey, so Urban Air Adventure Park opening in the coming weeks. Follow and like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventure coming to Appleton. $866-916-0959 or your pest control text line 71090. You can always get a hold of us. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. You know, we're going to be trying to give away $240 would take from Jake and Tanner at 8:10 when you play against Sydney. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show. And speaking of Aldi, we were just talking about that. I'm going to Aldi today. Going to Costco today. Might even go to pet. Oh, I bought a dog jacket from Dozer and doesn't fit, so I got to take that back.
Oh, where'd you get it?
Petco.
Oh.
West Bend. Tell me a little bit about you.
Hi, my name's Tanner. I'm the other host of the show, and I have to pick up a few things today at Walmart.
We're going to call Sydney because we are the worst at promoting our calendars.
God, we are. She's in Oshkosh right now.
She is?
Yeah, at the Oshkosh, the outlet.
In Oshkosh.
It's.
Sydney, just call us!
Are you putting in the 920 in front of it?
I was.
Don't put the 920.
You think that would work?
I don't know. It hasn't worked with the 920.
I want to know how many calendars we sold at Flagstone. Because it seemed like a lot of people on Facebook when we promoted it that people were going to...
Okay, well, apparently our phone lines are just stupid. Sydney, call! I swear to God, she's probably listening to a birthday station.
Well, they are doing birthdays right now, aren't they? Or was that the last
no, that was 6:45. That powerhouse. You know that moment right before people get to work at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
And when everybody's listening?
Sure.
That's when you give.
I don't know. What did we talk about? Nothing better.
We talked about smoking cigarettes, yo, and how cool it makes you look.
Hi, who's it? Is it Sydney?
Hi.
Hey,
yeah.
How many did you sell at Flagstone?
2.
2?
What the hell?
Oh, what are you doing?
My God.
I don't know. I think it's because, like, we are also selling them at the station that's in Appleton. So, like...
People are like, I'll just go to the station and get it at my own leisurely time.
Yeah, but we don't really promote that we're selling them at the station.
Listen, Sydney is out. Are you in your white vehicle?
Yes, I'm in the white Jeep.
By the way, if you want, what you got a Jeep Renegade. If anybody sees a white vehicle today,
ask them for a nude calendar.
Flip them off, and if it's the right one, you get a free calendar. Have you ever done that?
Okay.
Yeah, we
was
did
that flipping the bird or something?
Flip the bird
to get a turkey.
It's stuck on you again, by the way.
God.
Yeah, to get a turkey.
We should do that for Thanksgiving coming up. You get a free turkey if you. So bad. Could you imagine if it was so fun because other cars are just getting flipped off?
Yeah, and there's so many white cars. Why didn't you take the KISS vehicle?
Oh my God! Don't make her do that.
I know, but at least it doesn't blend in, and she wouldn't have had to use her own gas to sit in parking lots all day.
Oh, I hate driving that thing.
Yeah.
Joe has a remote at 12, so I wouldn't have been able to take it.
And she didn't want to come back.
Oh, yeah, but you are coming back, aren't you? Didn't you say you're going to have to come back?
I think so, but I think because Joe's going to be at Ashley Home Store today selling them too, so I think I could just drop it off with him.
All right, so listen. Sydney, where are you at right now?
I'm about to get off the exit to, like, go to the outlet, so I'll be there in, like, 5 minutes.
Outlets in Oshkosh.
Yes.
And she's selling the nearly nude calendars. Now, she only sold 2, so we're gonna have to spice this up a little bit.
I said these listeners are ungrateful, man.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Chicago, Milwaukee.
We need new listeners.
All over the country.
We wash our hands of you.
On our Facebook for radio people. Look at this. This is a great idea that these radio hosts did. Like this is back to when things were good. And people are losing their minds, and it's a good thing that we did. You guys are taking it for granted.
What he's saying is these other PDs and other big market radio stations saw our calendar and was like, you got to do this to their morning shows.
Yeah, because this is a good idea.
You don't treat us with respect.
Yeah, I think you gotten comfortable. Listeners are getting a little pudgy now.
Mm-hmm.
Letting themselves
Settling
go.
In.
Settling
well, guess
in.
what? We have the 7-year itch. No, please don't leave us because we would have to come. We
love of God.
Yeah, we tried it before.
Please don't.
Sydney, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, why are you not at the place yet? Speed.
Yeah. Why haven't you sold them yet?
We didn't say that I would be there for another 30.
Will you give hugs? Are you going to give hugs?
Give hugs?
All right. By the way, she's got strep throat.
Oh, yeah. So this is what we're doing. For every calendar we sell, Sydney will touch you.
Yeah. Are you okay with that?
Well, I guess.
Perfect.
Somebody brought me hot chocolate, so shout out to them.
Did they buy a calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Also,
you shouldn't take drinks from strangers. You don't take drinks from strangers at the bar. Don't take them in random parking lots.
Only touch them. Okay? Good luck, Sydney. We'll check in with you.
weird at first, but
What?
somebody, they bought a calendar, and then they're like, can I have a hug?
Did you give him one?
Yeah.
So I hugged them.
Of course you did. It's a warm body.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I love you, Sydney. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so outlet shops in Oshkosh.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're selling them there. We're going to be there for a while. $20 a calendar. Some people want to know where the proceeds are going, and they're like trying. I like on Facebook. They're like, you should do it this way, or do it. They are. They're coming. We got our portion of it's getting kicked back into the show, so we can do things with Christmas and things for you guys.
So, shut up.
Yeah. So she's going to be at Oshkosh. Outlet shops in Oshkosh. $20 a calendar. Well worth it. We're naked.
Yeah.
You want to see that?
It's a fun gag gift.
Do you want to? Yeah, really. A white elephant for your Christmas party.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this really quick?
Yes.
This woman is going viral right now because she spent time in the big house and she's giving you Jailhouse makeup tutorial in what she used.
I'm looking at this girl, and if she didn't have what it was called at the top, I would know that she's done time.
She's so white trash good looking, right?
Yeah, she's trailer hot. That's what it is.
I mean, her hair is all in
like half of it is like that part of her head. That's nice looking hair.
Yeah,
well
it really
conditioned,
is. But,
and then it turns into dreadlocks.
Okay, so let's play. So we're starting out right. She's getting into it. She's going to explain it here. What's going on? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are, nice and tired looking with all of my bags, and I'm good and broke out, which is about how I would look if I was in the county jail right now.
Yeah, those are
I'm going
meth
to show
scabs.
you guys the first thing that I would do. Now, in there, clearly, we didn't have anything like this. We used the sink or the walls. Now, I will tell you that if we got caught doing this, we could get wrote up for contraband. We could get thrown in the hole, depending on how the guard feels. So it was always like...
What do you mean the walls?
Well, she's going to explain it here in a minute, and I'm telling you, when she gets into this, you will be amazed. I'm throwing out all of Angie's expensive makeup because she can do... She was supposed to go to Meijer today and buy some of her makeup. That's like $100 and some. We're not doing it. I'm going to show her this tutorial, and you get some deodorant in a magazine, and you can go to town. She'll explain the deodorant magazine here in a minute. It's amazing.
I'm very excited, but also... Don't want to sound like a pervert, but this woman has abnormally high nipples.
I think that's a bra strap. I think that's the bra.
Try to stay out of the face.
I think so.
Because some of them were nasty, and they would just
By the way, wait until you see the end result on this.
Is it really amazing? Like I'm always amazed by what people in prison and jail can do. Like when they're like, oh, I'm going to make this kind of food, and they do it with a hot pot and ramen noodles, and they make like a Little Caesars pizza.
Wait until you see it, because I was like, I got to see the end, and I'm very excited because I want to see if she looks like runway model, beautiful, or whatever from Jailhouse makeup tutorial. We'll get there. You're going to love it.
And so this is what we would do. Now, I would take the sink and take some powder, okay?
Okay.
I know it's hard to see because of the light.
Mm-hmm.
And then some instant coffee.
Coffee?
You guys.
And powder.
Okay. They were allowed to have
now,
instant coffee?
Now, the instant coffee is dark and it's powdery. So if you mix it with the powder and you get the color that you want, you can make a powder for your face.
Perfect.
Oh, my God. Like a foundation? Or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I'll try my best
the
to
base.
Get together.
That's not mixing.
Knowing me, I would probably take something to try to crunch it.
Okay. So she's again got the powder in the sink.
The commissary is if your family sends you money, then once a week you get a paper. This is how it works in jail. It's totally different in prison.
Okay.
But once a week you get a paper and you can mark on there what you want, and then the commissary, it's usually inmate workers that work in the commissary, they bring it to you. So,
I
like
love
I said,
this.
you can order
I do
powder.
too. So she's mixing the instant coffee and powder, crushing it up right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in a sink, but she's using a paper plate.
Yeah, and it's
Goodness.
Yeah,
so I'm going to get lucky
powder
today and actually get to use a mirror to do this. But like I said, in the county jail, there are no mirrors.
Really?
Look how greasy her.
A reflection paper.
Yeah, she is just a greasy human being.
Powder started.
Okay, here she goes.
Shut the hell up.
Look at that.
That is
Look at-
absolutely...
That isn't that amazing?
That is absolutely amazing.
Oh, wait, we're not on TV.
Yeah, if you text TV to 71090, you can watch this grease ball turn herself into a beauty queen using only baby powder and coffee.
Dang it, where's my PC?
I'm not telling y'all it's going to look good. I'm just telling y'all this is what we did.
Okay. Yes, text TV to 71090. So she's covering that with. Okay, jump to 625 because she goes through all of that. Okay, here we go.
I would comb out my eyebrows. She's got toothbrushes in there are nowhere. And then I got this from the dollar store for $1. Okay?
So she gets a toothbrush.
The toothbrushes in there are nowhere near as nice as this. So
and she uses her the toothbrush on her eyebrows.
Very soft. You know, like when you brush your teeth, you feel like you're basically brushing them with your fingers, and it doesn't matter who you are in there. Your breath always stinks because the toothbrushes don't work.
All right, then you can go to 657, okay, and then we can pretty much watch it in its entirety from here. Right here, perfect.
Okay, now I'm going to make eyeshadow, and with the eyeshadow, we would take deodorant.
This is amazing.
Okay.
And a magazine.
Yep.
Now you're going to go through the magazine and pick what color you want. What color are we going to do today, lady? Let's do blue, okay? So you're going to take the deodorant and rub it really good.
Shut the hell up.
So let's pause that really quick. So she's flipping through a magazine and then she finds a page that has a color that she likes. And she found like a lot of blue on this one page of the magazine. So she takes the deodorant and just rubs it all over the picture in the magazine on the color she wants. This is where we are.
And then she's showing you and it has some of the color on the deodorant stick.
See, it's already coming off on the deodorant. Now I'm going to take my finger.
She rubs it on the magazine where the deodorant was.
And just get some of that color.
And now she has eyeshadow.
See the blue on my fingernail?
Angie does not need to go anymore to buy makeup at those fancy stores now.
Those little palettes?
Yep.
Those are all going in the garbage. I'm getting subscriptions now.
What is that called?
Take that off.
Pause that really quick. Because every year I spend like too much money on this one thing that... Not Aldi. What's the one place that's the makeup store? Ulta Beauty has this one palette of colors she always wants, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's always expensive. Always. Not anymore. I'm buying her deodorant. I'm buying her some Degree, and I'm buying her a Cosmopolitan.
Yep. That's it. We're getting
stocking stuffer. Boom. You know how much we're going to save?
So much.
We do it with yes.
That's it. Just subscriptions.
That's your palette.
Yeah, there's your palette.
Different magazines set up in the bathroom.
Yeah, and the best part about it is I'll get you a Good Housekeeping one. Why? Because they like to change with the seasons. Yep. So then it's like, it's becoming fall. They got a lot of fall colors in that magazine.
They got a pumpkin here.
Ooh, eyeshadow.
And you're thinking. You are a great husband.
Yeah,
you're thinking.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Let's continue on.
Put it on my eyes.
Naked. Yeah, it was Naked palette. That's what I buy at Ulta.
Well, at least her eyes smell nice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have nails on when you go in there, they make you take them off. And if you're like acrylic and you can't take them off, they make you cut them off.
You can jump through this now just a little bit. Because I didn't really watch any more after this. I just went right to the end. But she does give some more tips. So hang on. I want to get to the wall one. Go just a tad farther. Because I don't know what she does, because she was saying in the beginning, the wall. And then I saw her rub the wall.
Oh, yeah, where's the wall?
Hold on.
Kool-Aid. Where do we get to the wall?
Wait, go back. Bear with us here.
Yeah. Is that it?
You guys.
She's like a witch.
Yeah.
She's using a pencil to color in her eyes.
If you don't try this at home, but if you do, DM me a picture on the gram.
So she's using a pencil to do like eyeliner.
Yeah.
I've never really been good at winged eyeliner anyway, so.
Keep going.
How are we looking?
Okay, now go. Can you just jump to the very end and just see the outcome?
Look right here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and if you don't leave for court, like if you're just in there, then you don't really get to see yourself.
She's using a pencil now around her lips.
Looking at a
to line her lips.
It's like looking through beer goggles.
I feel like she got worse.
Oh, I am so cute, girl. Oh, I am so cute.
Is that what I thought this was going to be amazing? You started this off like she was like, look at this crack horde princess. And now I see crack horde
Crack horror. Oh, like I think
with pencil and coffee on her face.
I was expecting.
She smells like a deodorant stick, and and Folgers.
I was expecting it too when I was watching this. I'm like, and then I went right to the end, and I'm like, wait, that's the outcome. You went backwards, sweetie.
No, you just look insane. Look at her. She added more lines to her face. Her coffee powder did nothing.
I don't know what's going on with her eyebrow. Hit play really quick.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Hell no.
All right, so if you can get it, Sydney, if you listen to this, put this on the Facebook. Find Jailhouse. All right, we're gonna put this on the Facebook so you can. Somebody said her name is Christina Rondo. I guess she's a very down to earth woman. She seems like she is. I would not doubt it.
Yeah, she seems like she gets that. That entire video was insane.
Wow.
Like I don't think she did it. I don't think she was doing it as a. If you're trying to save money, just use a stick of deodorant in a magazine.
Hey, I want to go through next Matthew McConaughey's video on Instagram again, because I watched it again last night, and I actually wrote down 4 things that he said, and I need your help to decipher him on trying to figure out exactly what he's saying. And we'll talk about it next. Let me say this really quick. Matthews Tires, I want to say they keep you rolling. Also, there's something coming to Appleton, and it's called Urban Air Adventure Park, opening in the coming weeks. Like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventures coming to Appleton. More Jake and Tanner show next. at 10, we're going to be trying to give away $240. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union, Life Stage Personal Guidance. Going to be playing against Sydney. By the way, Urban Air Adventure Park opening in the coming weeks. Follow and like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventures coming to Appleton. If we get, man, do I got a crazy story? Hopefully we get to it next after this Matthew McConaughey. I really want your thought on what would you be mad at your parents for taking away your parents? I know that sounds confusing, but it's a crazy story of sister.
I'm so confused by most of the words you said. The only thing I understand fully was when you said sister, and remembering that show was awesome and deserved as many Emmys as it got.
Yeah, I understand why our talent coach went, don't worry about teasing. You don't need to do it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's because they're not good. So anyway, Matthew McConaughey, the best thing that's ever happened to me is when, this is knowing that I have the children news, we're going to get married. Mm-hmm. But when Matthew McConaughey said, hey, I have an Instagram, I went, you got to shut your face. Are you going to do videos? And he said, I'm going to do videos.
Wait, you talked to him personally?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know if he said any of that. But I know he's got an Instagram, and I'm very excited.
Do you remember when everybody found out he had a YouTube page?
He did?
Yeah. You don't remember this? Matthew McConaughey had a YouTube page years ago, and he started it years before anybody knew about it. I remember following him.
That's right.
And he had like 200 subscribers, and his videos had like 18 views on them.
Yeah, that's
and it's
so
just
fun.
him talking about movies. Like, he was talking about the movie Sing.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's going to be a really good movie, and it's going to be a lot of fun
crosses on
to
your
make.
boats to ward off evil spirits.
Yeah, he's doing stuff like that, and nobody's watching it. And then somebody posted it on BuzzFeed, and they're just like, did you guys know Matthew McConaughey has a YouTube channel? And now he's got like 5 million subscribers.
By the way, November 4th was his 50th birthday. He's 50. He looks really good for 50, don't you think?
Look at that awesome jean jacket.
Is it not? I wanted that 2 years ago, but people would have made fun of me.
I don't think so.
You know, so I could. Are you letting me wear my jean
I'm
jacket?
letting you wear almost anything
that I want to wear.
Yeah, you're letting you not wear nothings.
Hey, really quick, Lo. I don't think Matthew is a weird good looking, isn't he? He's very, very handsome, but I don't know why.
I think his true state, his default setting is Rust. Old Rust from True Detective. Remember his character on True Detective when he was like, I'm drinking beer and you guys aren't going to get in the way of that.
Man, that's my favorite line.
That's his default setting. I think he has to try pretty hard to be attractive.
Okay, well, he's got a video that he put on Instagram, and last night I took 4 things away from this, and I'd like to, after we listen to it, go through the 4 things, because there's a lot to unpack in this, 2-minute video.
Okay.
And I would like, because you're really good at deciphering things.
Okay.
You're really, it's almost like we're listening to, this is the Bible, and we got to figure it out, okay?
Okay, the book of Matthew.
Yeah, the book, right. I like that. All right.
When people go to my page, I want them to see me. Look, this is my first venture into sharing myself and my views with the world, and I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I know I want to have a monologue. I'm not sure I want to have the dialogue.
Stop. Okay, if you could pause.
Yeah, didn't we listen?
We listened to some of this, but I went back through it because we didn't give it enough time. Now listen, the first thing out of the book of Matthew, I took out of this. I know I want to have a monologue. I'm not sure I want to have the dialogue. Tanner, if you would, please.
That means that he wants to be able to talk to people, but he doesn't want people to be able to reach him as easily as you can on Instagram.
I need you to say that again once we have when you're deciphering, what do you say that? Deciphering this?
Yeah.
I need some more instrumental hymns playing behind you.
Yeah.
So, okay, what is it?
He wants to be able to talk to people, and he wants people to know. He wants to be able to give people advice. He just doesn't want people to talk to him. He's very you.
So I know I want to have a monologue, but I'm not sure I want to have the dialogue.
It's the same way of you not wanting to post on social or have the text line. You want to be able to talk to people, but you don't want people to talk back at you.
I don't want people to communicate with me?
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't want any of the negative.
That's the first thing we deciphered from the book of Matthew. Okay, let's carry on.
Damn it. Can't do that.
You got to have the dialogue to have the monologue, just as you have to have a monologue to have the dialogue.
Pause, please.
He said the same thing just over again.
I've learned that you got to have the dialogue to have the monologue, just as you have to have the monologue to have the dialogue. Tanner.
Okay, what he's saying is, if I want to be able to talk to people, I have to let people talk to me, and I have to let them share their opinion with me, because that's what you have to do. But my statements are going to have to start the dialogue. My monologue will start the dialogue, and then the dialogue will further my monologue.
Okay, I like that, and I respect that.
Yes.
I took it as Jeffrey Epstein
didn't kill himself. That's what I think that is the underlining theme.
All right, go on
this.
This is the next.
I'm looking forward to sharing who I am with you. I'm looking forward to seeing if who I am translates, if what I want to share translates, if it tickles your funny bone, if it makes you think a second, if it makes your heart swell up a little bit, if it makes you take a quiet moment for a walk and go, I got to check in with the M and the E.
With the...
that's a
I love that.
Hold on.
I gotta check in with the M and the E.
I'm looking forward. This is what he said here, because I wrote this down. I'm looking forward to seeing if who I am translates, if what I want to share translates, if it tickles your funny bone, if it makes you think for a second, if it makes your heart swell up a little bit, if it makes you take a quiet moment for a walk and go, I gotta check in with the M and the E. Hopefully all these things.
Who says that?
Who's M and the E? Matthew?
Me. M-E, me.
I thought he was trying to
check in with the me, with the M and the E. What a weird way to talk, Matthew. Why do you talk like that?
I love it. All right, so how do you decipher that? That's and again in the book of Matthew.
I think he's super intelligent.
Okay.
I think he's got some really good advice. I think he also knows that he might be. I think he thinks he's the smartest person and the most enlightened person on the planet.
Do you think? I really think
so much ego
because
pouring out of this video.
Really?
I almost can't handle it, because he's saying, like, I want people to be able to talk to me, and I want them to hear what I have to say, like a minister. You weirdo. This is weirder to me than Kanye's.
Wait, are you? He's worse than Kanye to you?
Yes! For some reason, and I hate this video, and I love him, and I don't know why.
You're going to love this next part, then.
But he's saying, like, I'm going to say things that are going to bring you joy. I'm going to say things that are going to make you think about life. I'm going to say things that are going to make your heart get bigger and make you a better person. I'm going to say things that are going to make you look at yourself and say that. You know what our Instagram is? Look at this crack whore put on coffee on her face.
Wouldn't it be amazing, just for a little bit, to feel like you are a god? Like, in his brain, he thinks that he's created an Instagram to heal people.
And it will be written down as the best Instagram ever made.
And I think a lot of actors feel that way. I think that's why, again, I know very little about Scientology, but I do believe Scientology gives you your own god, almost.
Is that it?
I think I know a little bit.
Tom is your god.
It could be Tom Cruise is your god.
Zulu's a little above that.
But I really think it would be amazing to feel like that for a while. I mean, again, that sounds super egotistical, but
it does.
I mean, did you hear Tom Cruise say that one time? Man, it's really crazy when you go past an ambulance and there's an accident and you know you're the only one that can do anything. If you were to stop, you need to stop, because you're the only one. You're the only one that can do something.
Yeah, that's what Tom Cruise said. Right, flipping weird god complex person.
That's what I mean. These god complexes.
The ambulance is already there. But they can do something about it.
But that's what I mean. I don't want to be that way, but man, it would be neat to feel like you're a god for a second.
I want to know what his insecurities are.
Oh, he has hair loss. It's a big one. All right.
Hopefully, all those things. Let's have some fun with it, though, and let's keep the high eye, not the low eye. High eye.
That's
I don't know what the hell that means.
That's number 4 here in the book of Matthew. Help me decipher. Let's keep the high eye, not the low eye, the high eye.
Is he talking about your butthole? Is that what he's... The brown eye? Is he talking about your mind's eye, not your brown eye?
Maybe.
Let's not see with our butts.
I mean, Matt, I mean, we are attacking. He probably does a lot of good.
I think he's inspirational. And like I said, I love him. I don't know why, because everything he said either means nothing or means I'm Jesus, which could be, but he's not Chris Angel, so he's probably not.
I do feel, man, but I think a lot of these,
they all have God complex. You get into, well, he didn't even want to get into acting.
I was watching Jimmy Fallon, just a clip of him. I've never watched his episode at all, any of his show in real time.
Yeah.
It's always on the internet. He was interviewing somebody. I don't know his name. He's a young actor. He's probably in his 20s. And, oh my God.
I don't know any actors in their 20s.
I'm at that age. He's a young actor in his 20s. Holy Lord.
I don't know if I know any.
Well, he was in a new movie, and he said that, where was I going with this?
That happens to me all the time.
Matthew, he was in a movie with Matthew, but wait, there was something I was going to say.
Are you thinking of Anne Hathaway? She looks like a young boy.
What were we just saying about?
God complex.
It was?
Yeah. Where the hell are you trying to sell me oils and body wraps?
I got it. Because I wanted to say that Matthew is pretty down to earth. He is a really down to earth guy. And especially are his brothers. And that guy, that actor, didn't know Matthew McConaughey had brothers. He didn't know of a Rooster.
Know about Rooster and his nephew Miller Lite?
No, and Jimmy Fallon was like, gotta meet these guys. They're crazy.
Yeah,
and he's
Rooster's
like, I didn't even know.
Insane.
Also, he said that in the movie, they hated each other. The actors, their characters are supposed to hate each other, Matthew McConaughey and whoever this guy is. Mm-hmm. And he said he was so excited to meet Matthew, but nobody told him that Matthew comes on to set as the character. And Matthew was not happy to meet him and was treating him like crap. And he said it crushed his world because he thought he didn't know who he was and didn't like him.
That's good. Ground you down a little bit,
bit, right? Yeah.
No, Matthew McConaughey is proof to me that anybody can be an actor if you've just been given a chance, because he didn't want to act.
What did he want to do?
I don't know what he was just a 20-year-old guy drinking in a bar, and a producer said,
Is that true?
Yeah, with Dazed and Confused. He was just drinking in a bar, and then he met the producer for Dazed and Confused, and he's like, you would fit this role perfectly, and that's how he got his start. Now he's an Oscar-winning actor.
When did Matthew McConaughey get good? I can tell you. In
2011.
Yep. Right around that Lincoln Lawyer, the McConaissance happened.
Yeah, it was right after the movie Sahara. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then he came out with Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and it was like Sahara in 2010 or 2009, and then 2012 was Lincoln Lawyer. No, 2010, because 2009, nothing in 2010. 2011, he came out with Lincoln Lawyer. Somewhere in 2010, something happened.
Well, then he started taking.
He was going to be a good. He probably sold his soul to the devil.
He started taking more of these independent type movies, not the ones that are like real
Sahara.
Quick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Take your shirt off. You can make a huge check.
Yeah.
You'll be in the theater for a while. You'll be somewhat famous. So, you'll be in the spotlight for a little bit. He was actually taking these movies that are. I like when Paul Walker. God rest your soul. Paul Walker.
Why do you love him so much? He's a bad actor.
He's the worst. He said the final role that he took, it was his interview on this movie, and he said, acting is really tough. He goes, when you have to actually do it, and you're not just a pretty boy that just takes his shirt off, that's what he was saying about himself. He goes, when you actually have to act, it is really, really tough.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's a hard guy.
Hi, who's this?
Oh, yeah.
It's Lonnie, your traffic reporter.
Left Lane Lonnie!
Yeah, Left Lane Lonnie. That's your new name, by the way.
Oh, what is it?
Left Lane Lonnie.
Alrighty.
So, what do you got for us today?
There's a lot of traffic southbound on 41.
No accidents, Lode?
No accidents, though.
Just a lot.
Just a lot of traffic.
Can you count the cars really quick that you see?
Yeah.
About 150.
Wow, that was quick counting.
Wow, Left Lane Lonnie. That's a quick amount. How many red ones do you think?
7.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
So listen, hey, you take the weekend off, and we'll check back in Monday.
You sounds great, guys. Have a great day.
Did he tell us what road?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of cars going places today. Thanks.
Sydney's at the Oshkosh shops. We didn't do this. Did we say it in the beginning?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Sydney, Oshkosh
outlet shops of Oshkosh. And she's there. She's going to be there for a little bit longer. She's selling calendars. They're $20. The nearly nude calendars. Ugh. Is she doing that too?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I was just giving you a thumbs up, and then I started.
Is that what it was? The nearly nude calendar. She's going to be there, but if you're like, I don't want to drive all the way to Oshkosh, I'm in Green Bay. She's coming to Green Bay soon.
Yeah, but bring cash. She doesn't take plastic. So $20.
Yeah, she'll take it, but you don't get it back.
Yeah, T-shirts. We got those too, but don't buy them. They're the worst. Oof.
God, they are.
They're the ugliest. We're trying to buy them because I don't want them.
Yeah, we need to get rid of those T-shirts. Somebody has to buy them. Buy them, and if we ever see you wearing one, we'll give you a hug because you obviously need one for all the poor decisions you've made.
I'll give you a pamphlet. Jesus' name on it. You need some church. So anyway, yeah, she's out there for a little bit. Going to be in Green Bay. Also in a little bit. We're all over the place today selling those calendars. You are listening to the J. And don't give us on the text line, oh, you didn't sell enough, huh? You're right.
No, we didn't. And also, we didn't do a good job promoting them again.
Because we suck at this career.
We're bad at sales. the one you hate.
Sydney, she is outside in the cold for you. She's got a nearly nude calendar she's selling. Somebody on the text line said it perfectly. You guys are the talent. You shouldn't have to worry about selling calendars.
You're damn right. Finally!
Somebody finally understands.
Finally, someone gets it. Hey, we have a request.
Yeah?
And this, I normally would say no, but he is making an offer here.
Okay. Oh, boy. Yes, we accept.
When done in Oshkosh and on your way to Green Bay.
Okay.
You want to make a stop in Neenah. I need 4 calendars. I'll meet you right off the highway.
I know there's a few people in Kewaskum that want them too, so if you wanted to swing up to Kewaskum first, Sid.
You mean
or down.
You want to
I always say up.
Yeah, it's always like you want to go up there.
Yeah. So it's an hour or so away.
Yeah. Sydney will meet you.
That's what we should have been doing all morning. What business are you at? Because then they could have dropped the name of their business.
Yep.
And there would have been a free plug for them, and also they would have she would have just rolled to the what am I saying? I'm so tired
to their
today.
Business and just sold them.
She said, "I'll stop in Neenah."
Yeah.
You got to promise that you won't take her. You can't take Sydney.
I mean, you can.
But we got her low jacked. But you said you lost the password?
I don't have the password.
Like, so you don't know the location? Like if she got low jacked?
We can't log on to see where she goes.
Well, what the hell, man?
And I don't even think that was a low jack, man.
It wasn't?
No, I think we just stapled her.
Oh. With a note that says, "Please don't take me"?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So, I mean, you can take her.
Where's she at now? Oshkosh?
Yeah, I think she's on her way to GB.
Wait, did you leave, Sydney?
I don't know.
She doesn't call anymore.
No, she's not even listening.
We can't use our phones to call out for some reason.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Somebody must be using our line. I think we still use a party line.
Wouldn't that be funny if you just heard Rick and Len talking? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll use the phone here in just a minute. When are you going to be off? 20 minutes? Okay, good.
Do you know how cool that would have been to be a gossip in the 50s?
Oh, yeah. Because
when you could just pick up the phone?
Oh, I'm sure.
That'd be awesome.
Sydney.
Hi.
How many did you sell?
I've actually been selling a lot.
You change. She changes when she gets on the phone.
Yeah.
Like from the mic to on the phone.
Why are you louder now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so wait a minute. How many did you sell? Quite a bit in Oshkosh?
Yeah, there's somebody in their car. I don't know if they want to sell, but they're parked like right next to me, so it's kind of awkward.
I would get the hell out of there now.
Well, if there are still people coming to Oshkosh, you got to stay there.
I know.
Oh, Sydney, you didn't remind me about the trip to qualify
Damn
people.
It! We said to. Don't remind us. We got it. Play the thing.
I said...
Dang it. Thanks for dropping the ball on that, Sid.
Jesus.
Anyway.
That was fun.
Hey, are you going to Neenah? You don't got to go to Neenah. Just go to Green Bay. I mean, unless you want to go to Neenah. I don't know where the guy's at.
He said, this is
behind
what he
the Walgreens.
said. He said, Neenah Shopco, Winneconne exit. Red truck, Silverado.
Oh, Lord, be careful.
Right off the highway.
I'm the guy with the gloves, the axe, and the binder twine. I'll be holding all that.
He'll stay there as long as he needs to. His name is Joe, hard to pronounce last name.
You got your mace with you?
Yeah.
You got your whistle?
I don't know. We said I'd be here for another 30 minutes. So.
Oh, well, then hang out there. Yeah.
Well, remember, once it stops, once people stop, you can just leave.
She's not leaving yet.
Okay.
She is. Somebody said, "Don't." I'm on my way. So she's in Oshkosh. Outlet shops in Oshkosh. What's that? Okay, bye. Did she say I got to go? Someone's here?
Yeah, I think so.
By the way, Urban Air Adventure opening in the coming weeks. Follow and like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventures. Coming to Appleton. Hi, who's this?
Tiffany.
Tiffany, you're qualified.
Nice, awesome.
Oh boy.
Can you be just even a half? We didn't give you news that your dog just got ran over by a car. You're going to a trip. Let's hear some excitement.
Maybe.
You're going to a bar to see if you're going to a trip.
Holy crap. Tiffany,
you
make this not fun. You're sucking the enjoyment right out of this.
I'm so sorry.
And that's
Did you just get off a shift?
I'm trying to get a calendar.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay. No, Tiffany, you are qualified. We're kidding. We love you. Thank you for calling us. 7 to 9. Can you be at Stone Toad Bar and Grill 7 to 9, November 22nd?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Because then you're going to be qualified, and if we draw your name, you're going to win that trip to Mexico, El Dorado Royale Spa Resort, February 3rd through the 8th. Big thanks to In Any Event Travel, Fun Jet Vacations, and again, Stone Toad Bar and Grill. You want to hang on just for a few minutes?
Yep.
Okay, and we'll get all your information. I should just make her hang on for like 2 hours until Sid gets back.
That would be.
Well, she's not even coming back until Monday.
She's not coming back.
We
should just give out Sid's phone number quick.
Yeah, we should. Call and see if she can come to the location, your location with calendars.
We should be taking bids on where to send her.
We should have thought this through. We need to talk more.
Yeah.
Because that would have been great.
Be like, how many calendars are we getting? We need guaranteed sales on calendars. And she'll come to your business and sell and deliver them to you.
My wife sent me this story pretty early this morning. It says a woman found dead in Ohio was killed.
A dead woman was killed?
By her own Great Danes. She's 49 years old. Again, in Ohio, 40 miles northeast of Cincinnati. I don't know why I needed to tell you that. The police determined that Matthews was attacked by her own dogs. According to the incident report, Matthews suffered multiple cuts and punctured wounds on the lower half of her body. Investigators found that too large but thin. I don't know why they said that, unless she's abusing the dogs.
No, all Great Danes are super
That's what I thought.
thin.
Large but thin Great Danes. They were enclosed in the back of the home. They were bloodstained. The husband found his wife unresponsive in the home and called authorities.
I am not buying this for a second.
The Great Dane, Mark told the police that one of the Great Danes was vicious and showed an officer bite marks on his right forearm. Now, the report said he was always able to fend off the dogs, but if his wife was alone and they attacked, she would not have been able to defend herself because of her small stature.
Why?
Now
have the dogs.
That's what I was just going to say. When you have a dog that vicious.
Yeah. I had a dog that just would nip at people and I got rid of it because I don't want anything to do with that. Dogs.
Why would you
kill.
ever, if my dog, if Dozer, I knew I could handle the dog, but if I left and I knew my wife was home alone and I was she wouldn't be able to handle that dog if it attacks. I wouldn't keep the dog.
No, you go straight to the pound.
I'm sorry.
Straight
I can't. I'd give it to Caesar.
Yeah, give it to Caesar Milan or just take care of it yourself.
He rescued the dogs about 2 years ago. I wanted to get rid of him, but she wouldn't do it because she loved animals.
Okay.
So authorities believe that the dogs attacked the woman and she was able to put them outside before calling, an ambulance. They might not have realized she said they probably are saying, or they said she probably didn't realize the severity of her injuries. There was evidence she had changed her clothing and attempted to clean up the blood. Man, does it sound like the husband just did it?
That's what I'm saying. I think the husband killed her. Blamed it on these dogs.
This is weird. According to the report, she was an alcoholic who took several prescription medications, which may have affected her ability to respond to the situation. Investigators found in the kitchen the debris, including beer cans and medication bottles everywhere. I just feel like he was sprinkling them.
Yeah. I don't like this. But also, I don't think I've believed a story that has come out on the internet in the last 10 years.
And I'll tell you, I've been around Great Danes, and every Great Dane that I've met, and it's only been a few of them, they're great dogs.
You never hear about Great Danes attacking people. You just don't, because they're horses.
I love the looks of a pit bull. I love them.
Yeah.
But somebody told me, and is this true, that certain types of pit bulls, or not, maybe all of them, they have a gene in them that it doesn't matter. They can just snap.
Yeah, I've read that study, and my dog's got some pit in him, too, or as they call it, terrier.
Well, in Milwaukee, it's all terriers.
It's an English terrier. And
no, that's a pit bull.
And I still say, I had a dog that bit people.
Sure.
It just switched in her head. I had that dog since she was 6 weeks old. And one day, something switched in her head, and she just started biting people. And we raised that dog great. We never taught it to fight. We always pulled it away if
it was just aggressive.
It was she was a great dog, played well with everybody, then just something snapped and she started biting people.
Caesar Milan would say there is only bad owners. Not saying you are, but that's what Milan says.
And I used to say, there's no bad dogs, there's only bad owners. But we weren't a bad owner. We took that dog to obedience training. We spent time with him. You gave
it a birthday party? Had a little birthday hat on?
When she graduated birthday classes, we took photos. I still have those photos. We used to play hide and seek with her, and it was great.
That's not weird.
It was weird.
A little.
And then something just snapped. And I also say, when people say there's no such thing as bad dog breeds, there's only bad owners. I've never heard a pit or a poodle owner defending their breed. They just don't.
Okay, well, somebody said that is very wrong. Pits do have a temper when it comes to family because they're very family protective, but they won't just switch and attack you. I've had pits my whole life. And I agree. I think pits are some of the best looking dogs I've ever seen. I think they're awesome. And I think it's so fun when you see kids jumping on them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that sounded dangerous. You know what I mean? And I like to think that they don't have that gene, but what you just said, you never hear.
You don't hear.
Do you want me to tell you what's worse?
Owners saying my poodle just ripped my throat out or just bit a bunch of people, because they don't.
You want me to tell you what's worse than pit bulls? Cocker spaniels. Those are the worst little dogs I've ever been around in my entire life.
Are those the ones that look like little Irishmen?
Those are schnauzers.
I love schnauzers. I would love a schnauzer.
I used to have a schnauzer named Lincoln. Did you think of that?
That is so weird that you named your son after a dog.
But I didn't. I forgot all about it.
No, I think we need to change the narrative. You just loved that dog.
Just love that dog so much. It meant so much.
You should get pictures of schnauzers and put them in Dewey's room.
Piper.
You know Piper who I'm named after? That.
Piper was almost named Kessler from our first dog. I miss my family dogs.
That was really nice. I know we almost named, there are so many names out there for Vienna. Keeper, Coco was one. There was Zoe.
Those we names. Got Zoe's.
Yeah, you had Zoe's. We had a Zoe. She died.
Hey, it is on the Jake and Tanner Show. We're going to try to give it away $240 here next when we call Sydney. Hang on. pal Sydney here in just a minute. Because we're going to be playing a take from Jake and Tanner. Hi. Wow, it's Friday already. In the last hour of the show. 866-916-0959. Just a few numbers, few digits if you want to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
71090 Ewart Pest Control text line. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show. Born in 1980. I get to tell my daughter, your dad was born in the 1900s. To her, that, you know how old that sounds?
I know.
Oh my God.
So do I. It's going to be great. I was born in the 1900s when cars still had wheels. I want there to be flying cars when she's old enough to understand words. Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm the other host of the show. And I am going to possibly take my kid to go see Paw Patrol this weekend.
Ooh, she'll love that.
Yeah. But I'm not going to pay for tickets. So
I wouldn't either. You're a big deal. I wouldn't even ask for them from salespeople. I would demand them when you go to the front.
I'm just going to go to the Widener Center and say, don't you know who I am?
And make sure you knock on, slam your fist on things.
Yeah. I want to meet Sky!
Yes. So, I don't know Sky. I don't know that.
Sky is the dog. She's the Chihuahua dog.
Fun.
The lady. She wears pink.
That's another dog I would never want.
A Chihuahua?
Yeah, I just don't know if I'd want that type of dog.
I thought about it and I was like, wow, they're always just shaking. But if you were
that big.
Yeah, if you walked around things that were that big and just every now and then wanted to pick you up and go, I'd be shaking too.
Dogs that I really want to like. I like the idea of this breed of dog.
Okay.
But they're just a little too high maintenance.
Okay.
Is an Australian cattle dog. Yeah. I like the idea of that type of dog. Also, a Chattanooga dog.
What the hell's a Chattanooga dog?
Is it a Chattanooga? Or Chattahoula?
Chattahoula?
Maybe it's a Chattahoula. I, for some reason, thought that would be a neat dog. By the way, Sydney's out in Oshkosh. Outlet shop. Yes, look, click that pic right. By the way, text TV to 71090. We're going to look at dogs for a second.
This one? Oh, yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I like the weird coloring.
Isn't that a really neat color?
Yeah.
I mean, look how beautiful. I think that is a beautiful dog, but the only thing I don't like is his nose is weird. It's a long nose.
No, that's a normal nose for an animal.
That thing's humongous.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful that little puppy is right there.
Look at this demon.
Shadow. Don't look at me. Look at go down there. Look at that little pup in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a cute looking dog, man.
That just looks like a mutt lab.
By the way,
that's all it is. It's a dirty lab.
It's just an overexpensive lab.
Yeah. Hey, do you want a Labrador Retriever, except you want to pay 4 times the amount? Get a Chattahoula?
Hey, listen, if you have a Chattahoula, can you call? Because I want to know, are they cool dogs? What if I just brought one home? Do you think my wife would get mad?
No, you got to bring a puppy home.
Oh, yeah,
that's
good
the
call.
issue.
What kind of dog would you like? Man, if I were to actually buy a dog from not from the pound, like actually from a breeder, what one would you like?
I would get a Border Collie.
Man, how fun. You could play Frisbee with it.
I think Border Collies are some of the coolest dogs.
Look at that one way to the right.
This guy?
One more down.
This one?
Laying down.
Yeah.
That is such a beautiful looking dog. The only problem with me is the shedding.
Yeah.
My wife, that's a really big
big issue where it's
what word am I looking for?
Deal breaker?
Deal breaker if the dog sheds a lot, and rain was awful.
But look at that puppy.
My God, how do you say I don't want that dog?
I feel bad that I didn't go because we had just gotten Whiskey.
Okay.
Our dog that just flipped and bit people. And in Lena, and if you're listening, if you have puppies again, give me a call.
Wait, you're gonna get one?
They had puppies in Lena, and it was a purebred Border Collie mom with a purebred chocolate lab dad.
Was
and
it
they
beautiful
had puppies. They didn't have photos. They were $75. They're like, come get them. We got puppies here. And I saw that, and it was right after we had gotten Whiskey, and I was like, damn, that's like the perfect dog that I would want. Like, it's a mutt, but it's the 2 breeds that I really like, and I would really enjoy that. And I don't think they've ever had puppies again. So if you know who that was, let me know, because I'll buy a puppy.
My wife said recently,
I'm always shopping for dogs.
She's like, when Billy goes, do you think we should get another boxer? Because any video that we ever see, it's always people with 2 boxers.
Yeah. Maybe.
But that just seems like that once they both have to get sick, because they just will. That's how boxers roll.
There's I'm pretty sure a purebred boxer sitting at a pound.
Shut up.
If it's not purebred,
I will save this thing right now.
If it's not purebred, it is close.
I can tell you instantly. Get that thing up. I will tell you if it is just pound trash or if it's the real deal. I'm kidding. I'm so
do have
kidding.
A weird racism.
No. Boy, I just feel like people could get mad. No, I'll save this dog. By the way, keep calling. We're going to try giving away $240. We're going to be playing against Sydney right now.
Okay.
Take from Jake and Tanner.
Dog adoption.
Wait, is this where you found him? Right here at Pet Finder? Oh, really?
Yeah. I was going to send it to you, but then I didn't want you to attack me for
Pound
wanting
puppies?
to save a life.
Chihuahuas, somebody just said on the text line, Chihuahuas have the worst attitudes and are nippy. Pit bulls are nothing compared to them.
Yeah, but you could punt a Chihuahua.
Yeah, they won't fight back.
Listen, have you ever seen a muscular Chihuahua? No, but you go on. Have you ever seen the jacked pit bulls that have amazing definition?
There's special food that pit bull owners will feed their pit bull to give them all that protein to get them jacked up like that.
That is insane. That is absolutely bonkers.
Do you know how close,
dogs.
Tanner? I was this close to going. I was this close to going raw diet for my dog, and it is insane the amount of work you got to do. So I'm so happy I decided against it.
I would love to go raw diet for my animal. I think he would be in great shape and be very happy.
The poop they leave around I know you got I was looking. People they look for deals all around their area, and then when chicken's on sale, they run and get it.
I gotta find him.
My brother-in-law has a Chattahoola. Man, does he like him, or is the Chattahoola a jerk?
They seem high maintenance for some reason.
Here, while you're looking for that, because we're going to be playing together. Hey, Sydney. Oh, God, hang on. Hi, who's this?
This is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Do you want to play Take from Jake and Tanner?
I do.
This is up to $240. Now, you guys got to stop calling in. We're going to be taking Sarah because I got to get a hold of Sydney.
Yeah. Everybody
Actually,
stop.
Sydney, just call my phone or Tanner's phone, and we will we'll just put you up to the microphone.
Yeah.
For this. Hi, what was your name again? Holly?
Sarah.
Oh my God, I don't know where Holly came from.
Yeah, how did you screw that up?
Sarah, what do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, you got the toughest job on the planet. One of the best, but boy, a tough job.
Yeah, your annual income should be what, $28 million or something? I can't remember.
Everybody says that. It's not that hard.
Wow, really? Well, you're gonna make some moms mad.
Okay, Sydney, you're on the air.
I am a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
No.
There's nobody here yet to keep me from cheating, but I won't cheat. I promise.
Yeah, just turn down. We gotta put her on mute right now.
My radio's off, but how do I know when to come back?
I'll take her out into the hallway.
Okay, you're gonna go out in the hallway with Tanner, and we're gonna hear the door shut. Got it great? And I gotta find all my questions that I have today. All right, are you good at trivia, Sarah? There goes, boom. There goes Sydney out the door. You good at trivia?
It's hit or miss. Some days when I listen to you, I know all of them, and then other days I feel like, man, I don't know any.
Might be a little different too because you're on the hot seat. It might be a little different too because you're in the hot seat tonight.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna hear a countdown timer. It's intense. All right, so 5 questions. If you get stuck, you can pass. Time willing, we'll get back to that question. All right?
Okay.
If you win today, you're going to get $240. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. If Sydney beats you, it's going to be $260 Monday. The timer's going to begin when I'm done reading the first question. Are you ready? Do you have any questions, Sarah?
I'm ready.
Here we go. What movie did Matthew McConaughey say for the very first time, all right, all right, all right?
Pass.
What country produces the most oil?
I think it's pass.
What social media logo is a G with a plus symbol?
Google.
Spill the tea, sis means what?
Like talk, gossip, the news, sort of.
What game would I be playing if I just did... What video game would I be playing if my character just did the Orange Justice dance?
Fortnite.
What movie did Matthew McConaughey say for the first time? All right, all right, all right.
Oh, I know what it is, and I can't think of it. I'll say Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know.
What country produces the most oil in the United States?
Iran?
All right, hang on. Sydney! Sydney is coming back into the room.
She's currently selling a calendar.
She is. How many calendars did she sell?
Somewhere between like 2,000 to 3,000.
All right. Sydney, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Why don't you just... You should hold it on your mic so then she can definitely hear you.
All right, are you ready, Sid?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Timer's going to begin when I'm done reading the first question. What movie did Matthew McConaughey say for the first time? All right, all right, all right. Pass. What country produces the most oil in the United... Oh, what country produces the most oil?
United Arab Nation.
What social media logo is a G with a plus symbol?
Groupon.
Spilled... Are you just saying things?
No clue. A G with a plus?
A G. Yeah, whatever. Spill the tea, sis, means what?
Tell the truth, homie.
What game would I be playing if I just did the Orange Justice dance?
What?
What video game would I be playing if my character just did the Orange Justice dance?
Fortnite.
All right, let's go through these. Or did you pass on one? Yeah, you
She
did.
did.
Hey, what movie did Matthew...
Matthew McConaughey one, but I have no clue.
All right, no clue. Here you go, Tanner. Hi,
Who just got $240
Sarah.
today?
Sarah might have just got $240.
Oh,
Are you
God.
ready, Sarah?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Let's see if she could have beaten me.
So what movie did Matthew McConaughey say for the very first time? All right, all right, all right. Sydney said pass, and then she said, I don't know. Sarah passed and said Sweet Home Alabama.
Dazed and confused. He wasn't in Sweet Home Alabama. That was a different Southern man.
It was Josh, that was Josh Lucas.
Now I remember.
All right. 0-0. What country produces the most oil? Sarah said Iran. She said pass and said Iran. Sydney, I almost gave the answer to. I said, what country produces the most oil? United. And then I stopped, and Sydney's answer was United Arab of America or something.
Which seemed a little racist when you said it.
Do you know what it is?
Oh, geez. What did I just put her down?
Yeah, you might have. Do you know what it is, Tanner?
The United States?
United States produces the most oil. So you both tied at 0. What social media logo is a G with a plus symbol?
I laugh because I don't think that this exists anymore.
Sarah said Google. Sydney said Groupon. The answer?
Google Plus.
It's Google Plus. Still tied at 0.
Feel like you guys could have pieced that one together with the information that was given to you.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I thought they were the same thing.
Now, you got to help me on this one, because I thought I understood the kids. And I thought Sydney explained this one time, and I feel like she didn't this time. Spill the tea, sis, means what? Sarah said gossip, and I thought that's what it was. And Sid said truth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like...
Okay, hold on.
You either say, like, sit down and say, like, spill the tea, sis, like, what gossip do you have? Or you could say, like, tell me the tea. Like, what's the tea?
Yeah, but I said spill the tea, sis. I didn't say what's the tea. Does that make sense? Sid said...
We're getting to the bottom of this.
All right, so I said spill the tea, sis.
Spill the tea.
I mean, this is a big one. This would be, because, by the way, they both got... If I was doing the Orange Justice dance, what video game would I be playing? You both said Fortnite, and you're both correct. So this is it.
According to the top definition on Urban Dictionary, spill the tea, sis, when you or your friend has hot Drama that needs to be told. I would say that is gossip.
Wait a minute. Everybody's saying, by the way, I gave the answer to Sarah when I said...
Yeah, you did. I thought you said other than the United States.
You guys.
You said United States. That's why I didn't say United States.
Oh, crap. I say it's a tie ball game then. Because people are saying that I said, what country produces the most oil in the United States? I must have said it all together.
Wait a minute.
Because...
How is it tied?
Because I should give that answer.
But Sydney doesn't have one right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
It does not matter.
It does not matter.
It is 2-0
Sarah.
then. Sarah wins!
By the way, how did Sydney told us that means... Sydney, you told us that means gossip!
My God, how did you get a trivia question wrong that you told us about?
Because it's like, it could mean either.
Yeah, but you explain.
Like
wait. Yeah, but Sydney, you said you said if it's the truth, if you say tell what's the tea, I said what? Spill the tea.
Yeah, spill the tea. Or like the tea, sis.
Spill the tea. Or spill the tea, sis, can also be a popular slang word for tell me everything, girl.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter because there was a discrepancy on my United States one.
And if we even threw that one out, I still think spill the tea is more known as what's the gossip.
All right, hang on, Sarah. We're going to get you $240. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance.
Woohoo!
All right, hang on. Get all our info here in just a minute. Bye, Sydney. How many calendars did you sell, or is she gone now?
She's gone.
Bye-bye, Sydney. Appreciate you being there. You know, we could get into a couple things here. I got a really great story of Matt Damon talking about Tom Cruise a couple years ago. It's really cute. I said it to, I repeated the story to Angie, and Angie goes, that was a cute story. So we'll have Matt Damon explain it next. Jake and Tanner Show. dog looks like it'd be terrified of everything. The Jake and Tanner show. Jake and Tanner and Sydney. She's out selling calendars. She's got to be on her way to Green Bay now, probably,
yeah, I think
right?
so.
Oh. She's going to be at, where's the next location in Green Bay? Do you remember?
Ham? Honey, what the hell?
It's on our Facebook.
Yeah, if you go to the Jake and Tanner show on Facebook,
I can find it too.
It's honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham.
Where at? Do you know the roads?
Oh God, no.
Just go to your. Just
go
put
to
it
Facebook.
on your phone.
Yeah. If I told you the road, you wouldn't do. You would still put it into your GPS anyway.
Green
That's just
Bay,
what
Anderson,
you do.
honey baked ham, Anderson Drive. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's these. No, she's still at the outlet shops until. Oh, she's leaving probably right now.
If
This
people
has
are
got to
still
be wrong,
showing
right? Because she said a honey baked ham from 9:45 to 10:45.
Who?
That's what it says on Facebook.
No, I don't know.
There's no way that it's going to take her an hour and 15 minutes from Oshkosh to honey baked ham. Sydney, where are you going?
Sydney, call in again.
Man. Oh, by the way, so this is what happened yesterday. I'm starting to get into this whole snowshoe kick, right?
Yes.
And then I was completely against it. I went, we don't need this because if we ever go to the trails around our house, we just wear boots and we're fine.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, we don't live in an area where we get 45 inches of snow in one winter.
Hold on, Sydney's here. We'll stand by for this amazing snowshoe story. Hi, Sydney.
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Right now I'm still in Oshkosh, probably leaving very soon. Probably going to stop in Neenah.
Is the Facebook right that it says 9:45?
That's what I was sent in an email to go there at 9:45.
Boy, that is bizarre.
But I think I can get there sooner. I don't know.
How many did you sell any? Was it a good sale in Oshkosh?
Yeah. There was quite a few people in Oshkosh. I don't think anybody's going to be in Green Bay.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, that's once again doing just a bang up job at keeping the marketing and our self-esteem's up.
You guys don't even know
this is the green room of JTX all over again. You guys look like garbage.
Don't even know where we're going.
This is gonna fail. I remember when I was talking about JTX, like the video. I was so worried about the intro video. She's like, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's funny.
My God! And then we're sitting in there 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to going out and putting out all of this stuff.
Talking about the JTX.
Yeah, that we've put in our head. And we said, like, man, we need more compliments. Here comes Sydney in her damn leather pants, walks on in there and says, you guys look like hell.
And why are you so sweaty, they said.
You look bad. And then I said, Sydney, stop. And you're like, and Sydney's just like, I'm just saying, you guys look like you're overheating, you're pale, and you look like ass. And I was like, we need compliments right now because we're about to go entertain 1,000 people.
And I don't know if you know.
You look cool.
I don't know if you know this, Sydney, but my whole life revolves around affirmation.
Yes.
That is my word.
Everything.
That's my words of, that's my love language, Sydney. And you did a poor job of figuring it out.
You did a poor job.
No wonder Culvers hate you.
Yes.
Oh my God, we broke her spirit. She literally, she just stole a box of calendars and she's running away.
Oh, I need one of those calendars though.
Oh, we got more boxes.
Cold, and I have to go to the bathroom and nothing is open.
There's gas stations everywhere.
Yeah. I'm sure a trucker will let you use his Gatorade bottle. Flag one down.
Oh, dude, okay. Let me tell you this.
Bye, Sydney. Are you going to be at Oshkosh for a little bit? Are you at Oshkosh or are you taking off right now?
I'm leaving.
Okay, so she's going to be, all right, see you, Sid. She's going to be at Honey Baked Ham in Green Bay. She's heading there now. We're selling calendars. I don't even know if we even said that. We're selling the nearly nude calendars.
Yeah, that's where you can get them to $20. Honey Baked Ham, Green Bay. Type it in your phone. I was in line at a Taco Bell to get Taco Bell.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that'd be weird if you were going to get like Burger King.
Yeah. Well, actually, this was the Taco Bell that's also connected to an Arby's.
Oh.
Or no, an A&W. It's a great, great location. It's also a truck stop. So I was in the line, and the line for the Taco Bell is in the back where the trucks park.
Sure. Oh, scary.
and a man hopped out of his truck with a full Gatorade bottle.
Did he toss it?
No.
Oh, he kept it.
He poured it into the trash can outside of this BP gas station, and then he brought it back into his truck. I guess you find a nice Gatorade bottle with a wide mouth on it. You want to keep it.
Man, I'll tell you, if I could afford to buy a truck and then just go work for a company, because I think you make a ton of money if you have your own truck, right?
Yeah, you also need, you need money to do it too.
To buy your truck, you're saying, and keep it. Oh, then because you got to do all the
maintenance and all the gas.
I can't just pull that into my garage, my third stall.
No,
where do I pull it in at? Do I take it out back and work on it?
I have no idea.
I do it in the cul-de-sac. This is a horrible idea.
I told you not to do it. Go to a place they just give you trucks.
No, okay. So back to the snowshoes, and I'm like, okay, so I want to buy snowshoes, but I thought, well, you know what? We go on trails without snowshoes. Then I had this idea.
Okay. I love it. Cross-country skis.
No.
For the love of God.
Sled dogs. No. I wanted, because I typed in their locations to snowshoe. There's 6 amazing locations in Wisconsin to snowshoe.
See, that doesn't seem like...
No, you can actually rent them at the places.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, it's free. It's free. But as a family, I thought, if we all... just get in the van on a Saturday, go to a new location, snowshoe, go have dinner. It's a real big family thing. And apparently, I was reading this, kids love doing it more. If you say, let's go for a hike, they never want to do it. But with snowshoes, they're like, yeah, because it's like, I guess you get to play in the snow or something.
It's not just walking.
Right, but it is. It's harder.
Yeah, it's different than just walking.
But anyway, that's where I'm at. But they're expensive.
Get cross-country skis. When I said cross-country skis,
that's the winter equivalent to getting rollerblades.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
That's a really good observation there, because it is. But do you know how white your family would look? You could almost be like Dan. I bet you Dan and his white little family cross-country skis. Couldn't you see them coming through your neighborhood? Like, hello, Frank family. We're just out for a stroll. Nice day to glide, don't you think? And then all in unison, right and left, and repress the minorities. Like, that's just Dan and his family.
Holy app. Oh, I can see it too, because he is the whitest son of a bitch.
You can see him with just like a little scarf around his neck that's got the frilliness.
Come, family!
Let's go, family! It's time!
And then they all sing a song.
It's time for hot cocoa! Let's go! And they're rhyming things, and they go down your cul-de-sac that's just a little bit of a hill, and they're like, careful, family! Pizza down! Pizza, pizza, pizza! And they all go perfectly.
Holy yeah. If that guy is not cross-country skiing with his family, he needs to right now.
You know he's waiting for it. He loves it so much.
Hi, this is Tammy. I'm calling about info on the border collies.
An insult?
Huh?
Did you say an insult or info?
An info.
Oh, okay.
I still don't understand. It sounds like
border collies are very hard to take care of. They act like a child.
Yeah, I know. I heard that because they're
smart. That's the issue.
They're like 2-year-olds.
They're smart. My parents have a 2-year-old border collie, and he is nuts. He's crazy.
2 years old. They're still puppies. I mean, if you look at it that way. Do you know the people who sell border collie puppies for $75? That's what I'm looking for.
If you don't know, you are useless to us. Kidding. We love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye-bye. So she's basing her information on her parents' dog.
Yeah.
She's met one.
We have a young puppy, and it's crazy.
Oh, that's you're being
that's her.
T-Dog?
Yeah. Old T-Money.
Man, can you make me laugh again and talk about Cracker Dance? Cracker Dance cross-country skiing. That was our best segment today.
That was a lot of fun. Fun of Cracker Dan and how white he is. But come on, you can tell that they're just a little bit whiter, and that they're gonna wear those weird puffy jackets. And they're all the same color, and they have scarves and hats, and he's got those goggles that strap on down on the off chance the wind just gets a little too hard.
You're making me hate him. You're making me hate this guy, but love him at the same time. All right.
Come on, family, let's all go have Moscow mules. It's a very white drink.
He does have Moscow mules in his basement.
I bet you he's got plenty of those little copper cups that he's got hanging up, and he'd be like, "You want a Moscow mule? I got the ginger beer," and he makes it for you because it's a very honky drink.
Pizza, children. Oh, I want to relive that break again. Maybe we'll just play it
next.
All right, Jake and Tanner show. you've been mansplained. Maybe you work at a job where mansplaining happens all the time. I would love to hear some of those stories because this just happened. I wasn't mansplained. My wife sometimes will do it to me. Sometimes I deserve it. But we're parking in the garage now. It's a Jake and Tanner show, by the way. So we're parking in the garage now, and it's kind of tight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. 2 cars, lawnmowers, and everything else in that garage. And as I'm backing out, I go, Angie. I just super mansplained to her. Yeah. I go, you got to be careful because when you pull in, you kind of turn the wheel. So if you don't turn the wheel again, because she kind of turns it a little bit so she's away from the car. If you don't turn that wheel, you're going to back up. I go, you got to check all your mirrors because I don't want you to hit the side of my garage and take some of it out, and then we got to fix all this. As I'm explaining, I go, so you just want to go slow and do this. And as I'm explaining it to her, as I reverse, get out of the garage perfectly, I run over both our trash cans. That was awesome. That was parked right behind us. Knocked trash everywhere. It was the perfect mansplaining that's ever happened because I deserved that karma.
Yesterday, I said something so hurtful, I think, to my wife.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And it had to do with mansplaining. We're trying to tarp the camper. Mm-hmm. It's getting cold. The snow's going to start piling on it. I don't want water getting in. I'm tarping it.
Mm-hmm. And was she helping?
No, but she was out there.
Okay. Trying to tell you how to do things?
No, so I got on top of the camper. Sure. I don't have a ladder. I'm not a man that owns a ladder. Mm-hmm. So I had to jump up there.
I get it. That's the worst, by the way. I will go buy a ladder before I ask one of my neighbors to borrow the ladder.
I borrow my Dave's ladder constantly.
Well, he knows you're not a man.
Yeah, he knows I'm not a man. He starts to leave tools at my house. He's even said, if I can't find it in my garage, I guarantee it's in yours.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So he's basically just using my house as just another garage. But I was up there.
He's using you.
Yes, Dave's using me.
Yeah, well, I like that. You didn't.
I like to turn that around. But so I was like, can you tie each side? And I'm on there, and it's just a 30-foot by 20-foot tarp. It's a sail. It's kind of windy. It's dark out. Kayla's having a panic attack like you would if I asked you to help, where I was like, just put it on the corner, and she's like, I don't know what you mean by that. And I was like, do you have any bungee straps? She's like, oh, ass! And she starts sprinting to the garage, and I was like, it's fine. Sure. You take your time. And we get it all the way to the other side, but it's too short. And I was like, hey, can you lift up the other corners? She's like, yeah, I can do that. And she goes over there, and then a gust of wind happens, and the whole thing blows off of the camper. So you got to start all over. And she was like, can we do this later? I was like, why did you unhook it? And she's like, I just did. And I was like, she's like, can we do it later? And I said, yeah, because I need someone else to help me.
Nice. No, that's not hurtful. She needs to know her place.
And then Dave came over, and all we did was sit in my garage, drink beer, and we're doing it today.
You know, I was mansplaining the other day because I told you this, I think, but she does laundry completely wrong when she goes to folding it. And I had to mansplain to her the correct way of doing that because she was so backwards.
I love your way of folding.
Yeah, that's just the way you do it. You organize it. You put the kids in one pile, the wife's in one pile, and then the man's in one pile. And then you put them all in piles. Then you go to each individual pile. It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
How it's done.
Yeah, no, I've been catching myself a lot lately, and I'll even say it, where I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for mansplaining. It must be a man thing. It's just built into you. It's DNA.
That we're better, but also want to help.
Yeah, right. We want to teach you where you're wrong. You know, it's not a joy for us being men to prove that you're wrong all the time. We just want to show you so you learn.
Sometimes I wish I could have the ignorance of not knowing things.
Right. It seems like it'd be easy to go through life.
Just being, oh, golly gee, sure, sir. I'd love to take a look at your dogs and stuff in the back alley. I'd love that sort of ignorance. But I don't have it because my brain's big.
It's even like when she feeds the dogs. Like if she tries doing that, I have to mansplain. I just did it the other day. I'm like, you pick up the water and the dish at the same the food dish at the same time, because otherwise you're bending over twice. Get them all at once.
Yeah.
She'll get the dog food, go out to the garage, then pick up the water, and then go fill it up. And I'm like, but that's dumb. That's you're bending. That's just your back.
It's multiple times.
If you've been mansplained recently, man, do we want to hear it? Hi, who's this?
The fantastical 3430.
Hi. Do you mansplain to your wife?
Yeah. When's the last time you showed a woman who was boss?
I thought I just mansplained Sydney this morning because she wasn't in a marked vehicle. She wasn't in a 95.9.
Oh yeah, no, we were mansplaining that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks, 3430. Man, we should do that bit on Mondays.
Mansplain Mondays?
Mansplain Mondays. You just call us with your question, ladies. We'll mansplain it.
I hope people know that we're not 100% serious.
Oh, please.
If you're just tuning in and you're already hammering away at your keyboard saying these are the most misogynist... No, we're joking. This is called satire.
Yes. Please,
just
please don't send the emails.
Yeah.
Here, I got a few examples of some of the best mansplaining. I once had a friend mansplain to my roommate how to correctly pronounce her own name because he thought she was doing it wrong. I love that.
Oh, the amount of arrogance you have to tell people how to pronounce their name. I mean, I'll tell people if their name is spelled dumb, but that's not their choice.
I was, let's hear. I'm a grown woman waiting to meet... Because my work, this knucklehead is giving me how to... hold on. What makes the story better is we both standing next to... Oh, man, hang on. Recently, office dude came in to move my phone, mocking me because he thought I didn't know how. I said the cable's too short. He didn't believe me. Man, if you work at a job that has a lot of men, I bet you it happens constantly.
I bet you can't go a day without somebody trying to explain something to you.
My husband tried to tell me how to properly reverse his truck and then smash the side of the garage. That's just karma at its best.
That is amazing. I love when it's instant karma like that. Because I'll tell my wife that she's bad at backing up the... Can you turn off Sid's mic? I'm hearing a lot of echo. I'll tell Kayla how to back up a car, and I've hit more things with my truck than anybody.
Yeah.
Like there's a dent in my tailgate, I backed into the trash can. There's a dent on the bumper because I backed into a pole at Quick Trip. Next truck I have has to have backup sensors because I will ruin it.
My wife, I always drive. No matter where we go, I'm always driving. But if there are times where she does drive, I mansplain all day long in that passenger seat. Like, she takes off. She treats it like a hot rod. She takes off at the stop sign like going bat out of hell.
Yeah, why is it every time that wives drive, they drive like they're driving with their left foot, whereas they're not 100% sure how hard to use the pressure? Because Kayla, she'll spin the tires every time a red light turns to green. And if she needs to brake, she's hitting the gas until at least 50 feet from the stop sign. And then every single time.
If she takes my truck every single time, I go, don't hot rod it.
Yeah.
Like she hot rods it, but I don't know what happens when she leaves the driveway with my truck.
You know what? I said this to her when we first got it, my truck, because it's not great on gas mileage, but if you drive it right, it can be. And I said, hey, gas ain't free. Let's keep it under 72.
I was also teaching her how to I was mansplaining to her recently about gas. Speaking of gas, she will go to like $12 even or $72 even.
That's what I do.
But it doesn't. I was told that doesn't work.
Why?
Like you're not getting any. You're just paying that extra cents, and it doesn't matter. Like when it stops, you should just stop.
Oh well, yeah.
You shouldn't go up like 14 cents because apparently some reason behind it. You would have to Google it.
Newer cars say don't top them off.
Is that what it is?
That's what they said. I got used to it because I used to fill up the work trucks, and my sister would do the billing and said it's just easier to work the checkbook because there's no change.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. What's up?
Oh, Glenn.
I was just at Flagstone and I missed Cindy. I was going to see if I could purchase one of your shirts and calendar, and I never saw her.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Where'd you go?
I think Flagstone.
Flagstone.
When?
In Appleton.
What time?
I got there about 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, she should have been there at that time.
Yeah, she wasn't inside. She was in the parking lot.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to meet her inside.
Oh, no. But listen, she's in Green Bay now, and if you don't want to go to Green Bay, you can come here between 9 and 5, the Appleton studio, and get the shirt and the calendar.
Yeah.
All right.
I love you, Glenn.
All right, thank you, man.
Hey, you say it back.
I love you too, man.
All right.
Is Sydney just hiding in her car?
Could be.
Is she expecting everybody to know what color car she's in and what kind it is and come up and knock on her window?
Somebody said how to correctly insert a tampon. I was mansplaining too.
Wow. I need to get off this computer. I'm puppy shopping.
How to ride a bike while I'm on my bike by a guy sitting in the SUV driving next to me. You're riding that bike wrong.
You're an idiot. Pedal, and then rest.
Here's a text. You guys rock. Hey, with Sid selling the calendar out of her car, she needed a sign or something so we knew it was her. I felt like I was buying something illegal. Like I wanted to walk up to her and say, hey, you got the S I'm looking for? All nervous.
Yeah, she definitely should have. And with more planning next time, even though we've been working on this for 2.5 weeks, just long enough for sales to get involved. We definitely should have sent her out in the KISS vehicle.
Yeah.
Or at least with a sign or said, open up your trunk.
Yeah, she was just sitting. What a dork.
You're just sitting in your car on your phone?
I blame this on Sydney.
I didn't even
No wonder that we only sold one calendar so far today.
She's just sitting, probably with her lights off, car off, seat all the way. She probably just napping all day.
Let's call her really quick. Sydney, can you call? Here, I'll try calling. You call too, Sydney. And if I'm beeping through, answer it.
Never gonna work.
You don't think so?
No, these phone lines are the worst.
Let me try it really quick, because Jennifer, our sales girl, wants to know how many we sold. I don't know yet.
Probably 10.
Somebody said I had no problem finding her in her car. She has the back open. Okay, so she did have the back open. That's good.
Good.
Sydney, if you can, call the show. I want to see if you're a honey bake. Oh, did she say she was going to stop at...
she had to stop at that by Nina.
Oh, no, I hope she wasn't taken.
Oh, well, like I said, we have her low jacked, but we don't have the password.
Remember the password.
So, I mean, your guess is as good as mine on where her location could be. It could be anywhere.
Hey, on the way, we're going to be doing the hour that's called the Karen Hour. We got a lot of music happening for you Karens out there. If you missed Sid out in those few different locations, I think we're going to do this again.
Yeah.
Before the new year, we'll definitely do it. We'll have a better plan this time.
What are you talking about?
I like this plan.
This was a brilliant plan.
You know what?
It was a good plan.
That's right. I blame it on three things: Sydney and Trump. And then
Obama!
Epstein didn't kill himself.
That's what it is. Looking at you, Clinton family.
Oh, man. What a wild turn of events. I didn't even know what we were talking about. I only knew very little about the Epstein case. And then you filled me with news about how there was an orgy island and the Clintons were involved.
No, you told me about the orgy island.
Oh, Lord.
Remember we got all of our info from the text line?
Yeah.
It went from Epstein, it went from news of Epstein committed suicide to another one on the text line saying Epstein had a pedophile island and Bill Clinton had his own condo on it and Hillary Clinton's the devil himself. It's crazy out there.
I think that was the first segment of the day.
It was a lot of fun.
Urban Air Adventure Park opening in the coming weeks. Follow and like them on Facebook for updates, hiring opportunities, and details about the adventure coming to Appleton. So one more time, Honey Baked Ham in Green Bay. Sydney is going to be there, I think, probably in the next half hour or so.
And if you didn't get it, we'll just give you her address. You can just stop in whenever you want.
The Jake and Tanner Show.